How's it going, everybody? How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope you guys are all having a wonderful, beautiful day. How you doing, boys? It is time for some motherfucking 5V5 1v1 duels, boys. It is that beautiful time of the week. How are all of you doing? Hope all of you are having a good one. Let me change up the music a little. Let me fix up the audio. Let's go. Probably one of the best times of the week, boys. I hope you guys have been waiting and ready. Who do we got in chat? We got ourselves Quinn the Beautiful. We got Pig. We got ourselves David Mackies. We got ourselves Coolum. We got ourselves Robert. We got Robinski. We got Robski actually. We got ourselves Vitor, Broughton. How you doing, boys? RM, how you doing, my man? Night of Love, how you doing, fam? Hope you're having a good one. Marcus, how you doing, my man? Hope you're having a great one. Fix the announcements. Oh yeah, it doesn't actually at everyone, does it? Weird. Okay. Now it does. Alrighty, boys. Now we're set. Hope all of you are having a great afternoon, by the way, and or evening. EU! You guys know what to do. Log on, start making some groups. If you guys need to add me, it's Dalaran #1340. Dalaran #1340. We'll probably repeat it multiple times throughout the day, so don't worry too much about it, boys. Don't worry about it too much. We got a socket hate string, 45 corruption. What corruption did you get? By the way, my man, how you doing? Be having a good one. M6 gonna crash. Alright, sounds good, my dude. Sounds good to me. Let me take some water, dude. Maybe having coughs. Okay, here we go. Logging on, boys. 500 ms 1v5. Let's go, dude. Easy. 500 ms. Easy. You want to make it a real challenge? Give them at least 1,000 ms, boys. It's going to be 1,000 ms before you get even close to M6, dude. Alright, now we're set. We got Silent Storm, literally first one. Silent Storm here for 5v5 1v1 matches. Mark, Alex. So we are gonna go right now with first come, first serve. Try to get as many people in here against one another. Oh my god, we got so many groups here. Now we're ready. Alice here. Okay, let's get Silent Storm and Mark, Alex and Danny. M6 will get to do at least one of these eventually, my man. But let me go by first come, first serve. Because we got so many groups to get through anyway, man. Might as well start getting them going, right? How y'all doing? Hello, Don. What's up, Guardian? How you having a good one, fam? Hope you're having a good one. What's up, my man? Usually working while you're live, but on break due to a virus making hours weird. Super excited to tune in. Hey, Zach, how you doing, my man? Well, hopefully this stream will help you pass the time a little bit, man. You know what I mean? Hopefully it'll be something to enjoy while your daily schedule is interrupted. We got ourselves Switch Team Paladin on Team Red. And Team Red, we got ourselves Calf, we got ourselves Cripper Z and Meritas. Yo, let's go back to that rule. Only two of each class, boys. Let's go do this rule right now, because I'm seeing 4 paladins. I don't know if I like it. Let's do 2 of each class. If I see more than 3, I'm just gonna skip that group and go for the next one. We also got us as Olive's Panda. Ooh, I like that helm. We got Olive here. Got that interesting mog with his shoulders. That's Miss Pandaria. That helm is Legion. The chest tabard is Pandaria. Like pieces from a bunch of expansions, it looks like. This guy got a really interesting look to him. I like that massive holy aura around him. On Team Blue, we got ourselves Captain One Shot. We got Kreiser in the back somewhere in the middle of Captain One Shot. Female God X, Tasty the Shaman, and Monster? It's almost Monster, but not quite. Not quite. Looks like it's gonna be Female God X versus Crippers off first into Alexi, but the Crippers immediately with images to follow. That's not gonna be a trick out of Crippers with a Shield of Vengeance to follow, trying to see if he can get that shield to pop back at the Monk, because the Monk is actually gonna pre-tank this up a little bit. But it looks like Azeroth takes even a hammer of damage, even just a modicum of damage. It's actually gonna back up, letting that, hoping that shield pops from a distance. The images are gonna get to pop that shield. Crippers popping in wings, but not really getting melee with Female God X. Almost getting the big kill. Bob coming out immediately, hoping to end them in a single combo. Female God X got almost no defenses. Is gonna get a board up. Crippers needs to reconnect. Could end this duel right now. Almost has him. And down goes Female God X. Crippers with that amazing paladin burst damage, like as if it's nothing for him. Just took this Monk down a peg. Captain One Shot is gonna be up next. By the looks of it, it is an assassination rogue. Opening up with a kidney shot. Rogue Crippers is gonna trinket out of that kidney shot immediately, trying to get the damage rolling, forcing out evasion out of Captain One Shot. Could be a trinket out of him too, as he continues just to slam damage back into Captain. Blind to fall. Crippers could bubble it if he wanted to. He did just trinket. Could have maybe saved the trinket for this blind. But that's gonna allow the rogue that reset he needed. Even got himself a crucible to follow as well. So he should be in a good spot. Crippers needs to find a way to get himself another set of wings. Needs to get a trinket out of this rogue as well. By coming out of Captain Watching Crippers, popping a bubble a little bit late though. I don't think he really needed to pop a bubble there. But there was a bubble after the bike, honestly. Maybe Captain was hoping the bike would get a massive crit and Creepers would be about half his health and then kind of one-shot him. I don't really know if the bike can do that, but already has a kidney shot available and ready. Creepers needs to buy his time, needs to wait until the next wings and a Hodge, because I think it's going to give him the opportunity to go for. Captain one-shot actually chooses to trick it out of the wings. Maybe Shadow Step does get a juke away from Creepers. Creepers trying to see if he can catch up, get some big damage into Captain, and Captain looks like he's going to be able to get the hell out of there. Poison Knife coming out there with that crippling poison, slowing Creepers down. That's going to be only a minute-long wings, not real wings. If Creepers can get himself another Hammer of Justice, Captain One-Shot has nothing for it. It's going to reopen up, harassing this Paladin, just opening it back up on him over and over. Creepers, it's really going to be up to you. When are you going to use your wings? He's trying to save off this damage a little bit with the Shield of Vengeance. Might be able to get that shield to pop next to Captain One-Shot, which would put the Rogue at a lower health. Trying to get his wings up and running before the shield pops, and Captain One-Shot has continued to hammer damage into the Shield of Vengeance. Trying to get the shield to pop next to him, hodging him. Looks like he actually was too far away from the shield, but still might have the damage to one-shot Captain One-Shot with a big old execute at the end. Has the Reaping Flames to continue the damage forward. But Chrysler, I think, is going to stop his rampage. So far, this Paladin has been smiting these boys from the face of the earth. And I think it's only Chrysler, the only man we can believe in, that might be able to take this Paladin down a peg, man. The big wings damage. Cooper's coming in with a big burst, and Chrysler might be able to really throw around that chaos damage to counteract the massive, absurd nuking potential that Creepers got while wings are up and running. It's going to be Chrysler with his 2-minute nuke versus Creepers and his 2-minute nuke. But Chrysler got extra crowd control for himself to work for as well. He got the Succubus to stop Creepers from every opener. Creepers really just essentially used to have the biggest one-shot into Chrysler, and that's about all he could really do. Chrysler just has so much CC though. Creepers doesn't have Bubble, doesn't have Bop. 2 minutes on that. Shield of Vengeance almost available. It's going to be a Hodge to Chrysler immediately. Popping in wings in the opener, trying to get as much damage as possible. That's going to be Execute set us onto Chrysler. Not going for a Succubus CC, but that's going to be an Infernal to drop down right after. Chrysler set himself up a big setup, backing up for the gateway, but looks like Creepers is going to back up behind the pillar, try to get away from the massive elemental, the massive fell giant that's following him after. Safeguard Trinket proc, and he's not really feeling all that good. Doesn't have a lot of defenses to work with. Does go for a stun and all defense with a Wake of Ashes. That's going to be another conflict raid by Chrysler. I think it's going to be down for Creepers. Just like that, gets taken out, had so much damage, so much potential, but the massive Chaos Bolts out of Chrysler is enough to shut down a Paladin. Creepers just did not have the defensive potential. Didn't even have Shield of Vengeance to keep himself afloat. Z is going to be up next, and Chrysler, if he can just really pressure Z from a distance, the earlier he could pressure him, the more he can keep Z at bay, the better. Because if Z can get in, goes the gap, pop bubble, wings, and then hammer as much damage into Chrysler while immune, that's going to be really where, like, the tides are going to change. But for now, Chrysler should have a really good position. Try to min-max the rage, as Z just does not want to approach. Not a lot of cover between this ramp here and where Chrysler is sitting. I mean, this is a perfect position for Chrysler. There's no way that Z can really approach him. That's going to create line of sight. I mean, he can kind of close the gap here and there, but now he's just going to be out in the open. Chrysler has the pure opportunity just to get some big damage into Z. That's going to be Chaos Bolt into a Succubus CC as he choosing to Trinket that on while Chrysler is on the stun. Waste coming out, and Chrysler is actually just going to gateway out of there. Perfect position for him just to have even more control into a Chaos Bolt, breaking through a Shield of Vengeance. Just has so much control and drain left to follow. Z could maybe somehow find a way back up. I think he's actually just out of options completely. Did he just try to cleanse himself? Not really sure what you could really cleanse off of Chrysler. No poisons or diseases to this man. I mean, he's as annoying as like a crippling poison with all this Conflaxa, but it's not quite something you could actually deal with. 5 minutes in, boys, we are heading into that dampening. This is really going to be up to Chrysler, who should be getting some cooldowns back up right now. Z did just pop a few things. That's going to be Trinket down. Bubble still available if he needs to. Try to close the gap onto Chrysler, but again, just out in the open where there's no line of sight. Cannot close the gap without Chrysler being able to do something about it. Come flags, Succubus CCs, everything, because Chrysler got himself some cooldowns rolling. Now he wants to go for big damage. Z is going to be surrounded by that Infernal. Hodge to Chrysler, Trinkets out of it. Z could take a lot of damage. Might want to bubble hero. That's going to be Death Coil. Doesn't want to bubble this just yet. Getting quite low in health. Might actually want to bubble right now. Trying to go for a bit of heal. Flashlight coming out, but that Infernal is still doing quite a bit of damage as dampening only 8%. Z still needs to maintain the only healing as possible. They're actually just melting down to the dots that Infernal has a Immolation aura radiating from him. If Cryzer can just catch a couple of come flags that crit, Z could be down for the count. The Infernal does dissipate, and Cryzer is still in a massive advantage. It looks like one of these guys running stars. If it's Cryzer, those stars going to slam down on Z out of nowhere. Bubble coming down for Z. Did not want to worry about the damage that might or might not kill him, but doesn't have the offensive damage to follow. No, he does get a mid long wings, trying to do as much to catch a Cryzer. Super low in health. Succubus to stop him. Just didn't really have enough ramp up. Used to get that executed sentence, but looks like the only one getting executed is Z with that stun and immolate after. I don't know if he's going to even be able to survive the damage. Cryzer sniping him out, snapping his fingers, and yet another paladin falls. Meritrus is the third paladin. Is he going to be the third to actually take down Cryzer, or is he going to be down for the count? That twisted up and just melting this man. He hasn't killed it. Is actually going to pop shield. What is he backing up for? He got himself Shield of Venus that is going to be popping onto Cryzer, but it is going to be a split between Cryzer and the pet. Fear coming down after that trinket for Meritrus with a double cannonball to follow. Two cannonballs actually do connect Mary, trying to go for as much healing as possible. Got himself mobility, but no hand for him. Into a bubble. Cryzer has gateway to get out of there. That's going to be Mary having to go the long way around. If Cryzer has anything left for Mary right after, this is going to be it, man. He just needs to keep him out in the open. Mary just might want to push up a little bit too early here. He should buy himself as much time as possible. It looks like he is going to be backing up a little bit. This man has quite a bit of corruption. Hopefully he doesn't have a thing from beyond just randomly assaulting him though. But Cryzer has such a massive lead. Actually dipping down where Mary's at before he can get behind the pillar into a Succubus CC. And it's looking like he might be able to take him down with the Shot of Fury. Does he get the stun with the Shot of Fury? If he does, oh, he doesn't quite. Oh yeah, he does. No line of sight actually. It looked like he had line of sight for a second. But I guess maybe the cast was a little bit delayed. Hodge to Cryzer. He has nothing. Mary going for big damage. Isn't going to be able to do anything at all. Trying as best as they can. Cryzer barely took damage from a full set of wings and a fourth paladin. With Cav being the fourth man out there. Is Cryzer burned? Did Cryzer burn all his cooldowns just yet? Big ass bolts is Infernal coming down against this paladin. No gateway for a little bit. Doesn't even have Death Cold at this point. That's going to be Death Cold. Does pop the Chill of Venus at a distance. That's going to be Fear to try to keep Cav at bay. Trying to spam Fear at him with a Cannonball. Double Cannonball to follow. That could be huge damage. Bubble it before he takes the big damage. Cryzer still is going to have the empowered Cannonbolts either way, so that could be huge damage right after if he sends the Cannonbolt as soon as Bubble goes down. If he even has the resources for it, he still should be able to do a lot before the Infernal dissipates. Does Cryzer get the line of sight? Because that next Cannonbolt could just chunk him down to half health. Line of sight is not there. Looks like Cryzer is the one playing with stars maybe. Maybe not the strongest stars? Because he doesn't run that appendage, and that thing did quite a bit of damage. So maybe Cryzer got himself like a really minor stars. Unless it's all the paladins with stars, because I just can't tell. It could be on the pet, it could be in the paladin. I can't tell the difference. I wish we somehow knew. We're skipping out for a Cav, but he's getting CC'd before the opener. It's a Succubus CC, no bubble to deal with Cryzer. He's just waddling back and forth into a Shot of Fury Cataclysm, probably a Casbolt wombo combo. After maybe a conflag, yep, roots him again. Cav has Blessing of Protection. That's really about it. Stunning the Casbolt that might have ended him right now. Trying to get himself more damage. That's going to be a full set of wings into a Death Cold to run in the other direction. Might want to line his side off this Casbolt, one Casbolt into the second one. Cav might be done. Does get himself a small heal for a second. Doesn't have anything left. And Cryzer taking down all four paladins. Back with the last one left. The Alvin Sparrow. And Cryzer has been decimating this paladins over and over. Even somebody on his team that didn't get to play besides the Rogue. Wait, was it actually the Rogue played? And then a guy before that, or maybe both of those guys are the ones on the left. Breath onto Cryzer with a ring does not connect onto Cryzer. He might be able to line this out. Alv's actually going for big damage with combustion. Conflag by Cryzer. That's going to be Meteor down. Does get interrupted on Fear. Cryzer does not reflect for this burst damage, but he's still keeping himself alive. Actually, line deciding himself over all more than half the time. At 10 minutes in, 32% dampening. He needs to make the biggest play right now. He needs to get those greater powers in there. He needs to find a way to CC Cryzer as well as the pet. That was their combustion. That was a big, all-in, easy, instant cast. It's going to be a temporal against the Casbolt. Does have Cryzer on the ropes right now. It is burning down little by little. He doesn't really have a lot of way to heal against the mage. So it actually could be pretty bad for Cryzer. Olive does have himself more Fire Blast happening, just trying to catch Fire Blast and Pyro Blast onto Cryzer. Whatever damage he can and just letting it happen with whatever procs he's got. That's going to be Infernal down onto Olives. Does Cryzer have anything there? That's going to be a wall with Cannonballs. It's going to be a free Cannonballs onto Olives. He does hit him with a breath, trying to get some damage in. Get interrupted on fire. That's going to be Ring of Frost. Does stop the pet. Olives could maybe go and do some damage to Cryzer right now. Fire Blast into Pyro Blast back to back. He's actually dipping low in his own. It's not so happening. But Cryzer is also dipping low. Needs to get a death Death Goal onto Obs. Both of them are just trying to burn each other down, dude. Simulates versus Mastery, but Fire Mage. Actually, Iceblock coming out as the Infernal is just doing all the work by himself. Just melting Obs there. That Classic is just not going to be good enough into a Breath onto that pet. Instant cast coming out for both of them. Death Goal onto Obs. Fear to Fall. Chrysler might be able to get big setup into Cancel right now. Immolator right after, and that's going to be down for the count. A big old 1v5 with a Paladin Slayer himself, dude. Woo! Goddamn, boys! That was a good first one. That's the first duel of the day. Can anyone top that? Can anybody top that, boys? Big Destro play. Huge Destro play. That Paladin, I thought it was going to be... I honestly thought it was a Paladin's game, dude. I thought it was so much damage he's got going on in a single setup. That's going to be it, but let's get another group going, yeah? Got ourselves Alex. They were the next ones right after the first group. And then we got ourselves Ornash and Al. EU 190? 180? Sorry, boys. Let me get ourselves Alex versus Danny Ganker in here. Alex and Danny Gank here. Didn't work. Let me redo. I got you, Ornash. I got you, Ali. I'll get you guys after Alex versus Danny. Because they were the first one, man. First come, first serve kind of deal, yeah? I think it's only fair. And then I'll start mixing up the groups and have you guys fight against one another. All of you guys will get to fight Chrysler. Don't worry. All of you guys will get to fight the boy Chrysler. But yeah, let's do the rule. Only 2 of each class, boys. I don't want to see like 3 rogues or nothing like that, alright? Only 2 of each class maximum, right? Like Team Blue has 2 druids. That's all. Team Red has 2 rogues. Keep it low. 2 paladins. If you want like 2 paladins, 2 rogues, I'm okay with that. But no more than like 2 of one class. You know what I mean? The mage was awful? Really? I thought he did okay. I thought he played okay. If anything, he's got a dope-ass Mog. Alright, boys. Switch. We got ourselves Team... Or let's take a look at Team Red, actually. We got ourselves... What is your name? B-E... Like an I-E... Base... Leech? Base Leech? We're gonna call him Base. Base... This? I don't even know, dude. We gotta call him Base. We got ourselves Ganker in here. We got us also Pa. We gotta call him Pa. I know it's letter R-A in Russia, but we gotta call him Pa. Yander, and we got ourselves Effort. Effortus? Effie. We'll call him Effie. Versus Effective. We also got Christina, Prox in the back, Rion, and Sugar Daddy's a shot is going up versus Pie at the beginning, getting interrupted with a kick. That's going to be Vendetta for follow. Sugar Daddy is in a lot of pressure right now. Got some dots onto Pie right now. That's going to be a greater fate for a second. Does get himself a couple of those casts in order to get us held back up and running. It's going to be Siphon. Does limit the Siphon almost immediately. Just an appendage coming out by the Rogue, I believe. And Sugar Daddy, I believe, killed it. Just trying to see if he can stay alive with the Vampiric Embrace. Not going to be enough. Does get himself dispersed. Looks like Pie's taking a bit of damage from those twisted appendages. Actually, I had to cloak this. So maybe Sugar Daddy might have a play around this. Has a fear. It may be a stun. Pie looking to actually reset, but he has a lot of dots. Rico Road and Sugar Daddy right after. Pie is still super low in health. He's trying to get himself a sippy cup. Blind on Sugar Daddy. No chicken available. Pie. Safeguard trinket actually procs. Goodness. Shadowprey somehow make it out back against this Pie. He's going to resap him. There's still dots on Pie right now, though. I know it's raw, but like we call it Pa, dude. Pa! Hey guys, my name is Pa. Hey Pa, hey Ma. Stun onto Pa. He's just gonna get hit with the dot. Doesn't want to trigger this yet. Waiting for, trying to get a kid to shot onto Sugar, but it's not gonna be able to get it, Sugar. Oh my goodness, that kid of shot got great faded. Pa trying to see if he can catch himself a reset. Sippy cup coming out. This is gonna be Mindbender. Trying to see if he can keep him dotted a little bit. He's not going to take too much damage from those dots. I wish Shadowprie's dots were a little bit more deadly, honestly. Oh, Siphon actually coming out of the corner. Didn't even see that that guy was dropped for Sugar Daddy. He needs to get back to the road and get him dotted, but Pa is actually might need to wait until Cloak of Shadows and vanish. He's actually kind of losing to Sugar Daddy. It looks like Sugar Daddy was able to survive through a majority of that burst. It's going to be eyes for him. Is going to be able to dot up the rogue if he sees him from a left side. Did it pick up the eyes? He did. The rogue's right behind you. Does get him dotted. That's going to be a good roll. Still connect. Sugar Daddy could go for Greater Fate. Not going to be able to get it. Siphon. Oh no. This burst is going to be available back up. Pa, no longer dotted up. Stun to follow. Is he going to trick it out of it? Does trick it out of it. Into the stun onto Sugar Daddy with a bike to follow. Might have to go for the spurs. Immediately here, fear onto Pa. He doesn't sit that long at all. Save got chicken for Sugar Daddy. Does get himself a mind bender up and running. And just tried to fly circles around Pa right now. Does drop down Siphon. He does eliminate the Siphon immediately. The rogue is going to be able to get a kill shot here very, very soon. Almost trying to get a kick onto Sugar Daddy. Looks like he's not going to be able to get a big kick. Actually, having to run away. Dotted up. Does he get himself a sip pick up? That looks like might be some damage coming out by the Shadow Priest. Does get to re-dot Pa as he's trying to get himself a reset. This Shadow Priest has got a good setup. Is going to get himself Crucible heal. Trying to get a cast off. Going to get directed by Pa. That's tricky. Going to be down for the count. Might be a kill shot available for Pa right here. Trying to land a mind control to follow. Red's going to be a good road for Pa. Catches a vanish reset with a good road. Stun by Sugar Daddy. Trying to get himself a heal. And no! Oh my goodness. And flag of ownership. What? No. He did not just flag of ownership. He did. Really? Wow. I mean, boys, I'm a rogue main. This boy kind of struggled. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'd say he got the 2100 in chance, but he kind of struggled against the Shadow Priest. I don't really know if you should be allowed legally to put a flag of ownership on the guy. It looked like you were getting owned. It looked like you should have been able to kill the guy in a single kidney shot. What are you doing? This Assassin Rogue is just... Maybe he's got like weird stats or something. You never know, right? Maybe he got really bad traits or something, right? That's going to be a reopener by Christina onto Pa. But didn't get the stun opener. Cloaker Shredder's coming out for Pa as he's trying to close the gap with the Thorns onto the Feral. Christina trying to get the Dots of Heroic Bash onto Pa with a big bite to follow. Just you guys right after Pa. Popping an invasion right now. But actually there's too many dots rolling and oh! I'm not going to lie, boys. I feel like that was justice for that Shadow Priest. I'm not gonna mourn the death of Pa over there, dude. He actually had to go through 2 vanishes to beat a Shadow Priest. What is that, dude? So weird. Casino versus Base right now. He's going to try to see if he can get a bite into a root. Trying to get away from Base. Base trying to see if he might be able to catch up. Bunch of Blaze storming out of the roots. But Christina is already long gone. Way out in another zip code. Trying to see if he can mount up. Maybe charge back in. Casino does power shift there. I think they were in stealth for a second and then power shift and maybe into bear. Is going to get him Thorns up and running. Base might be able to get a big reflect. Rampage coming out. I think Christina actually disabled the Thorns before the reflect really was able to get the big damage back to him. That's quite unfortunate. Wall coming out for Casino trying to get more dot damage onto Base. That's going to be stars by somebody. It looks like maybe Base might be the one with stars. Going to be Christina hitting it with everything from a distance and a root to follow right after, man. And is going to be able to go for another reset. Base not going to have a good time with Feral Druids here, man. That's going to be a short stun, however. Might allow Base opportunity. I think it is stars from Christina, though. So those stars really are starting to stack up onto Base. I mean, the longer this game goes on, eventually the stars will just hammer you down so hard. There's not a lot you can do. Small leap for Base right now. Did not follow up with a charge after. Does still have Enrage Regeneration. Is going to use that Enrage Gem to try to see it to survive against Christina. That's going to be one of the stars hitting. Christina getting hit with the Stormbolt. Might be dead for this Feral right here. Base trying to see if he can take him out. Wall coming out for Christina with a big old Swiftman to follow. Is going to be able to get a leap away, and Base just cannot catch up. That might have been his one opportunity to end that Feral, as he's been on the run for quite majority of this duel here. 5 minutes in, boys. We are going to be start seeing dampening here in just a moment. Big dampening in just a moment. As the game goes on, 5 more minutes, we're going to be in that 30%, boys. So all the healing you're doing right now, good luck. You better be using as much as possible. Base getting reopened up yet again. It's going to trick it out of that stun, quite short actually, and try to see if he can get himself a big old recklessness damage going onto Christina. Short brief bash for Christina with a big bite. Huge bite actually. Lots of damage. Safeguard trick and proactive from Base does get an intercept onto Christina with that charge. Stones are up and running. Does he have reflect for the swords? He does. Christina is going to remove him immediately as soon as he sees that reflect. Try to see if he can get some bites, but Base, while dampening isn't super high, he actually can manage a lot of healing. As long as he can stay next to Christina, he's actually healing himself quite well. Christina got the dots and maybe a big bite once in a while, but the rest of it is just bleed damage, which is so sustainable for Base since he's doing percentage health damage or percentage health healing. Try to go for Blaze Storm. He might want to get a macro where he Blaze Storms to cancel Blaze Storm next time you press it. So like Blaze Storm just to get out of roots into a charge immediately. Christina tried to get himself a stun opener onto Base, did not land it. Actually lets Base get a charge. Big heal is actually still in the game, still swinging as we approaching the 7-minute mark. Although he doesn't have a charge to follow. Might have a Stormbolt coming up very, very soon. He's going to get some damage rolling. Bash by Christina, trying to get the big damage with it. I think it's going to be down for the count. Oh my god. Christina just needed one big burst to follow. And that was the game. Who's up next is going to be Effie versus Christina. Effie, the Red Paladin, chooses to trinket that Rake very late, however. I don't really know. I don't like that. I like people choose to trinket the stun or an ECC, like as it's like 2 seconds or 1 second, like done. And that's going to be huge damage out of Christina. Effie popping a bubble. Not sure what happened. He's trying to still figure out where his health went while trying not to let the Feral have a proper re-stealth. Probably should have used that Crucible to heal yourself, but as we approach the 16% dampening, the Paladin self-healing is still quite high. But this man, off the bat, you can tell like he's kind of knows what he wants to do with the Feral, but not quite able to stop him here, man. Christina is just going to take advantage of that situation. Man is backpedaling over here, dude. He's just moonwalking his way back all around Christina. Look at him just running circles around Christina. I don't understand. Is that just straight up keyboard turning just now? That's going to be huge damage out of Christina. And unless you bop yourself right now, you're done. Wait, he gets over heal. Maybe the Bleeds won't kill him. Maybe they won't kill him. Maybe he'll stay alive. Flash of light. Christina might have the execute here soon. Big bite. Effie getting rerouted again. Hit him with the Reaping Flames. Does he dot him? I think Christina just be like, you know what? Just end. Leap, bite, slash. Just end him. Just die, Paladin. And that's going to be Ganker up next. Where's Christina? Hit him with a stab. Christina has a chicken coming up soon. Want a wall. No charges right now. But a charge wall is going to be back up in about 10 seconds, boys. Getting a big opener. It's going to be Thorns by Christina. Ganker is going to bail out of there. Got the dots under Christina, and is looking just to go for a bit of a reset while Thorns are down. Did not do a kidney shot. Christina, actually, did you trinket nothing? Did he just trinket no kidney shot? Was he expecting a rogue kidney shot? Because I don't think it was a kidney shot, was there? Or was it a fast-ass kidney shot that I just didn't even see it? Maybe there was. Christina trying to juke out Ganker. He's already playing some mind games. He just tried to leap off, leap back on. Hoping that Ganker's following him. It looks like it's going to be a proper opener by Ganker. Throwing all big with the NG helmet. Trying to get the damage. Waiting for Christina to get out of bear form though. But it looks like he's going to be able to get quite easy damage in. Maledict onto Christina with the kidney shot to follow. Trinket not available. Hopefully, maybe could have pre-walled this. But it's going to be huge setup by Ganker. Nothing Christina can do. That's going to be a vendetta. Set in stone and sealed. And down he goes. Who's up next is going to be your boy Effective. Actually, Ganker, this high dampening, even swap it to Deadly Poison against Effective. Because he essentially has Mortal Strike already. Especially against Fury Warrior. It's going to be tricky immediately for Effective. Intro, Strongbolt, tricky coming out for Ganker right now. That's just looking just a kite away from the Warrior. Going to be charges happening by Effective. He is playing Strongbolt, not letting the rogue get away from him. He has to get Bloodthirst off. Every time Ganker's letting him get Bloodthirst off, he's going to go place. Ganker, I believe, is the one with the Death Trigger trinket here. Effective not taking too much damage from it. Evasion from the rogue is going to go for a fear and let that fear sit there for as long as possible. Might even be able to get a charge off of Ganker. Charge into a heal, maybe. It's going to be Ganker setting him up for another kidney for sure. Effective might have to pop a defensive here. Ganker doesn't really want to go for crazy damage. Strongbolt might be going down here. Safeguard Trinket is going to keep him alive, but it's going to get burnt through. Oh my god! The bite came out of nowhere, left field, off screen, and down goes Ganker. Oh my goodness. What? He wishes he had an evasion for that one. You can actually evade that trinket. Effective is going to have to go for massive healing versus Yandar. That's going to be a Metamorphosis versus the Fury Warrior raw healing. Does he get a charge here? Looks like he's just going to fly up in there. Effective trying to see if he can get a Stormbolt onto him. But I think it's going to be down for the count here. Down he goes. Ganker got obliterated, dude. He had a good set of health available. He had a Safeguard trinket protecting him, dude. I thought he had enough health to survive this. And then wham! The bike trinket, the most balanced thing I've ever seen, dude. Smacks him right in the face. Skill. It's skill, boys. It's skillful. Bash onto Yandar. Huge damage on a proc. Taking it out of the sun immediately. Yandar popping in blur. As actually he's kind of out of all defenses. He's going to get IBM. Stopping procs from catching a resell is going to be there with Thorns. Does he go for a purge? Could maybe remove him with Consume Magic. Does he go for it? No, he doesn't. Actually drop it out Darkness. But he's actually going to have to walk out of Darkness. Trying to chase after procs. Procs making sure to flag. Ganker right before the end of this. And hits him with a bike. The bike of skill, boys. The skilled bike. Well, that was a pretty good duel for Christina. He got 3 kills in there. Got quite a bit of damage. Pa also did. I mean, he had to go through 2.8 million damage against a Shadow Priest, man. How much did that Shadow Priest heal? Sugar Daddy healed for 1.8. I mean, I don't understand it, dude. I don't understand it. I didn't like that first duel. I'll be honest. That rogue messing with the Shadow Priest, because Shadow Priest already need as much love as they can from Blizzard, dude. They need love from Blizzard already, and it's just like, why would you go? Literally 2 vanishes to beat a Shadow Priest. I mean, you've indebted him and everything. I feel like you could kill a Shadow Priest without even popping a dead. Just Kidney Shot, Toxic Blade, and Venom. But I don't know, dude. Okay, the Shadow Priest is fighting tooth and nail, so maybe that's what's keeping him alive. Nerf Lucio, what's up, my boy? Okay, we can get you in here too, fam. Let me switch it to the dueling mix, boys. Let me save that recording too. Let me switch to the dueling mix and we'll get Ornash and Ali. They've been waiting for a bit. EU 182, 3. Alright. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Or Nosh and Ali 5 at the target. Are either one of you guys have like alt codes? Is the I in Ali with an alt code? Doesn't look like it is. Let me try it again. Yeah, I have no target. Ali is on, or Nosh, maybe he's offline. Ornash! Get online! Unless you literally got offline waiting. I'll give him like 30 seconds. If we don't get Ornash, we'll get like Silent Storm or Mark against Ali or somebody, yeah? Ornash, you have like 30 seconds to respond, dude. Go. If you don't, then I'll need to get somebody else next. Accept Storm, please. What do you mean accept Storm? Silent Storm? I already have Silent Storm. Can you please accept Storm? Silent Storm right here. I know that Silent Storm got like, there's a bunch of storms. I'm just gonna do a Silent Storm, boys. Dalaran, please now. Are you online? You are. Okay, now it works. It's like, no, Dalaran, please. Just get online. I don't know what you guys are doing. I already on friendly request. I already have Silent Storm. How many of you guys are named Storm? That's what I couldn't understand a couple of streams ago. You had so many guys. Silent Storm, something other storm, Blue Storm, Purple Storm, Black Storm. So many storms, dude. Stormy Castle. What the fuck? Why do you guys like the name Storm? Baby Lava. Is that where is there? Is Baby Lava in there? Baby Lava. Why aren't you playing Baby Lava ever? I don't ever see you on the character named Baby Lava. You're just saying yes, Baby Lava all the time. Alright. So Twitch, sorry boys, a bit of a cough. Nothing I can do about it. What do we got today? We got ourselves, I don't know how to say your name, Abjamelder, ABG. We got ourselves Alrix. We got ourselves Corlash Law and Najar versus Team Red with M6 and our Team Red High Moon playing the High Noon. We got Jen. We got ourselves Mage Kings. Whoa. Oh, he looks kind of cool. And we got ourselves Ornash as well. Good luck and have fun, boys. It's going to be M6 first up. Gonna have to tussle with the Paladin Light Muscle. Can you call it muscle when it's so light? I mean, he's always cutting to be light. He should be bulky to be heavy. It's gonna be, remember, actually going in for Shield of Vengeance. Did M6 just burn a Destrigat Trinket? I think he actually burned a Destrigat Trinket before he even connected that with the Paladin Fear onto AB. And he's gonna go for a Trinket. Big blood of the enemy. M6 having to pop a defensive gear. He isn't gonna be able to survive against all this damage as ABG just throwing everything at him. That is blood of the enemy wings right now. M6 getting a small charge, small heal, trying to maintain himself. That Twisted Appendage is not gonna kill itself though. Actually, Reflect available, but ABG just take him out. Oh my goodness, ABG just battled it out with M6. If only he could reflect Tempo's Verdict. Because that could have reflected back at ABG, and that would have been an execute. That actually would have been cool, because it is holy damage. But because it's melee, it doesn't count as a spell. Super sad for M6. Came out there, he thought he could conquer. But that big blood of the enemy out of the Paladin, I mean, that's a lot of work together. The next step is going to be High Moon versus ABG. Just kind of gave him a little bit of a, hey, what's up? Walk forward. Huge damage out of High Moon in a single Annihilate. What is going on? Trinket, Destrigat, Trinket, what? Big burst out of both the Paladins and the Demon Hunters, it seems today, boys. Humongous burst out of the both of them. What is going on? And Law is gonna be up next. Does High Moon just have like a bunch of Thirst and Blaze traits or something? Law trying to see if he can catch up with all his images with that's when Darkness coming down for High Moon. Maybe too early, but Darkness does get a short stun onto Law with a bike to follow. I-beam, and that's gonna be a karma by Law. Doesn't really want to see. I don't think he actually wants to burn those karma. It's actually gonna pop every CC onto him, even in prison, but breaks it after. Law is gonna pop a wall right now, even though he already has karma running. Maybe should have rotated him slightly differently. High Moon as the disarmed, flying up in the air, trying to pelt down Law. Are you playing a bunch of Thirst and Blades, my friend? I think he might be. Because that was a huge annihilate in a single opener. Can you just save up the Thirsty Blades and then get him another massive annihilate to Law? He's actually doing quite a bit of damage. Stun onto Law into another I-beam to fall. It's going to be Safeguard Trick and proc. And I believe he did disable it with a Purge. Law trying to see if he can survive as much as he can. Fist of Fury flying, trying to maintain parry onto High Moon. But he's really not looking all that good health-wise right now. Any big crit could turn it around. Law might want to play more defensive. Should have probably ran from that fight, but he's too honorable to do that. And Alrix is going to be up next as a Destruction Warlock, all green and deadly, ready to go versus High Moon. High Moon landing that Imprison onto Alrix. That's going to be a succubus CC before he can let himself somehow break it, actually. But it was a succubus CC, stopping him for a moment. But how did that break, though? Is it just like a random break? Is that like one of those vanilla CC? That's the weirdest thing about classic CC, by the way. You throw someone in fear or palmer for a stun, and they can just randomly break. Is that what happened to him? For a second, stun onto Alrix. Does get the big I-beam into a Destrigat Trinket. Huge damage maybe. That's going to be a Death Call running him in the other direction with a fear to control him some more. Into an Infernal right after with a Chaos Bolt to follow. High Moon actually shot him only for a second to get away from that big Chaos Bolt. Alrix is going to come flag him yet again. Succubus CC doesn't keep him in place. Oh no, he actually charged past the pillar. He just could have stayed there for a second. He charged past the pillar, gave Alrix the line of sight of a Chaos Bolt, and gave him yet another Infernal. Now double Infernal chasing after High Moon. Not really looking all that good. It's going to be a trick out of Alrix as he's trying to keep High Moon at a better position. High Moon needs to get himself I-beam and then huge damage, huge cleave. Does get to imprison Alrix Chaos Bolt for a second, and is looking to actually kite away while the Infernal is up. Looks like both the Infernals do dissipate, so for High Moon, you could actually go in for some damage. That's going to be a come flag that no longer roots him anymore, so that's DR. Does he have a reflect or maybe an interrupt available for Chaos Bolt? Actually, freebie Chaos Bolt's coming out for Alrix, and High Moon has no way of stopping him, choosing to back out, but maybe too low, too far, too late with as low as his health is. Needs to get himself yet another I-beam immediately versus Alrix. Shadow Fury from around the corner. High Moon is going to take a bit of damage. He does get himself a little bit of heal, I guess, with Jen's Warlock Hellstone. Fear is going to CC him some more. Does get a stun into Alrix. I-beam to fall. That is going to give him a little bit extra healing. Walking out for Alrix, though. High Moon needs to find a way to CC the Chaos Bolts a bit more longer. It's going to be Fear he's trying to get away from. I believe, actually, if you're standing on like this side of the pillar and you Metamorphosis, you're actually too tall for that pillar and you will get feared. I could be wrong about that, but it looks like High Moon is just trying to see if he can line aside all the cast from Alrix for just a little longer into the prison. Into a Darkness. Destrigath, which is going to be split between the Warlock and his pet. This is going to be short stun onto Alrix with another I-beam. Any CC from Alrix could mean death to High Moon. That's going to be Chaos Bolt almost coming out. Try to see if he can maybe recast it. I guess maybe High Moon did get juked on his kick. Metamorphosis coming out. Full meta for High Moon. Alrix landing that Fear. Could be the end right here. It looks like High Moon is going to be down for the count. After he had such a good showing against ABG and Law, Alrix does take him down, man. The Destro Warlock playstyle is way too good. Ring of Frost coming down onto Alrix. He actually cannot even stop it with the pet, so that's going to be a full grid of Pyroblast either way. Full damage. Alrix can't stop it, and Mage King's actually obliterated him with the Reaping Flames at the end. Stunned by Corlash next as he's at Unholy Death to drop down the Abomination. That is going to be a Nova for a second. Does get interrupted on a Polymorph. That's going to be a Repoly onto Corlash. Does have a greater Pyroblast. Probably going to be a pet stun off of this. Actual trinketing to AMS. This pet stun coming out follow right after. That's going to be a lot of damage onto Mage Kings right now. Got himself Combustion rolling. Corlash no longer with AMS. Does have anti-magic zone though. That's going to reduce the magic damage by 75%. Big healing to follow right after. Interrupting Mage Kings on his fire damage to follow. He might still be able to get a big breath set up. Is going to be a Nova from a distance. Getting gripped in. Ring of Frost right after. Does not get the DK in there. Does he have a breath to follow here? Breath, maybe a Ring of Frost right after. Try to see if he can stop him. Does get him. Ring of Frost. The pet could maybe stun him. Could blink away. Good Pyro is going to connect. Stunned by Core Lash. But no, Mage King's taking him out right after with those stars to follow. Trying to land a polymorph onto Najjar. Might have to ice block this here pretty early on. Tricked by Najjar. Almost landing that kick onto Mage King's. It's going to be Destry got Chicken. He does ice block it. I don't know if he ice blocked it before the Destry got Chicken connected or after. Either way, Mage King's health is super low. Needs to get himself another breath on Najjar. He is rolling Reaping Flame, so that could be huge damage. That is going to be Mage King's catching an Abyss. Najjar, if he has the Spectral side, he will be able to get through him very easily. Breath to fall into Najjar. Polymorph to connect. Does land it. And Mage King's could try to go for big damage. If he has a Combustion... It looks like he does. Oh no, he has Cauterize maybe? He does have Cauterize actually. Big Meteor onto Najjar. Actually, lots of damage by the Fire Mage. Looking to get away. Scorch is coming out. Ivan to follow. That's going to be Cauterize coming in. He's trying to get himself a Temper rolling. Will that Temper will keep him alive? He does actually give him quite a bit of health though. Stun by Najjar as Mage King reconnects with him again. And down goes the Mage. Super close duel for the Fire Mage versus the Demon Hunter. If only he did not go right at Najjar, I think he would have been in a good spot because he healed quite a lot. And Najjar is going to get repolymorphed. Ornash is going to go for the big setup, maybe. Huge damage right after. Meteor to follow. He's not going to connect with Najjar, but it's still going to be Combustion. Does stun Najjar for a second. Interrupting on Ivy, but down he goes. I don't really like how Demon Hunter's Demon form, like if you're in Demon form when you die, you just like flop on the ground. There's no like death animation. They really should add one, dude. So if you die while you're in Demon form, that'd be dope. But that was some huge damage out of everybody, dude. There's so much burst. People just getting deleted. What was that? Demon Hunter burst, dude. What was that? It was literally in a single global, just like single Chaos Strike. Who was it that even hit that hard, actually? Wasn't it, High Moon? So what is his hardest hit? Now, okay, it says here that his Annihilate hit for 21,000, which is not actually 21,000, like 21% of someone's health as a crit. But is it like back-to-back hits? Because Annihilation is like 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, right? It doesn't scrunch that number together, does it? It like has separate hits? Or does it scrunch the number together in details? Because it is two separate hits. Like main hit offhand. Am I wrong about that? So did he hit somebody for 40%, like one crit for 20k or 20%? The other weapon goes in for a crit for 20k, 20%? Or am I wrong? You guys let me know. Hey, what's up, AJ? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one, my dude. Hope you're having a good one, my man. And we got more boys in here that want to duel as well. Ooh, let's get you guys up and running. We got ourselves Nerf Lucio. He's been ready for a bit. And we got to pair him up against Pelor, Silent Storm. Come on. Are you the lead, Pelor? Are you telling me to queue Silent Storm? Stop! I know! He's here! He says he's got a group. How are you, my friend? Should I not be Nolden? I mean, I can remove you if you don't want me to. Let's go Mark versus Lucio. We'll get Silent versus... And we get Ali versus Al. Just mixing it up. Just randomizing. Let's get Nerf Lucio first. Nerf Lucio and Mark. Because Mark seemed... I mean, like, only 3 people get to play, dude, right? How to get to the 5V5 1v1s? We have that information. I think Kren is posting from time to time in chat. We also have that on Discord in a read format if you want to read. But the general gist is just like today is an EU 5V5 1v1 stream, so we have boys making LFG groups on EU PvP side for people to join. All you do is just join in, join one of the groups. The lead probably will have me out on a real ID, and they'll let me know, and I'll queue you guys against one another. That's essentially it. It's a group rant thing, and you just join through LFG. I don't care what your rating is. I don't care what your experience is. You can be like the best of the best, worst of the worst. I don't care. If you're here to have fun and duel, that's all we care about here, boys. All of you watching are all welcome, is what I'm saying. All right, let's get another one going, yeah? Switch. We got ourselves... Oh, Zhivka. That's a Russian name. Zhivka. I know it's like a J, so it looks like an H sound, like Yivka, but we're going to call him Zhivka. Zhivka is the name. It'll be as Russian as it can. We got ourselves Melee here. We got Naxion in the back. Necrox as a Holy DK? Yes, it is. And Fruity Dad in here as the Farmage versus Chrysler. We got Female God Eggs. We also got Fortune on that team, Tasty. And we got ourselves a Monster. I don't even know. Whoa, Tasty looking a little different, dude. He doesn't have the... Get himself a Mohawk, get himself that Cataclysm gear. Not bad looking, not bad. Female God Eggs gets to go up next versus Necrox. That's going to be Alexa by Female God X. Popping in wall. It's going to be touch of death off the bat onto Necrox, who got himself IBF rolling immediately. That's going to be stacking up the Necrotics onto Female God X. This is going to take a little bit of the touch of death damage that IBF did reduce a lot of it. Karma to follow is going to pop AMS and just try to heal off of the Female God X. It's going to hit him when the Necrotic strikes, so that Karma doesn't heal him nearly as much. That's going to be, oh, Ringo Boopity Bob getting denied as Necro just popping in Death's Advance because you can walk through those things without impediment of crowd control, like knockbacks and such. And Female God X is going to juke all the way to the other side of the pillar immediately. So for Necro, all he needs to do is connect. Does go for a pet stun. It's going to GR the next stun really heavily. If Female God is trying to see if he can catch up a little bit on health. Necro walking away from the Fist of Fear, which is perfect, but he's going to have to get right back in there. Maybe get those Necrotics to really stack up to Female God X, and then absurdly just collapse big damage on him. Maybe you might just have to wait for another Abomination, because Female God X is going to be able to run for a bit. No cooldowns available for a Monk though. So if Necrox can somehow catch up, I know for a Death Knight it's basically almost like it's almost impossible. But if he's able to catch up to Female God X, I mean, he got nothing to keep him in combat. Stun onto the Monk right now as Necro does pop a trinket here. It's going to go for Chance Fusion, trying to heal as much as possible. Female God X could deny that healing with a parry. He actually does get the Fist of Fury. That's going to be Army Limited. AMS coming out. Necro could be going down. Discontinuing to heal himself as much as possible, gripping the Monk back into the fray. It's going to try to separate each other with the Ring of Boopity Bob. The Army of the Dead is still going to be hitting strong. Actually, no, they're literally falling apart. As I said, they're going to be hitting as strong. I think it would last a little bit longer. Going to be a big A-bomb as Necro is not really doing all that good on health. Karma available for Female God X. It's going to hit Fist of Fury. Necro could be going down here. And actually, I think Female God X is just trying to see if he can kill him without the Karma. Does get interrupted on the cast. Is still going to get that Karma. Necro got himself in an unwinnable position, I think, at this point. Not all he can really do. That Karma is going to be the end of him. Female God X is going to be able to catch up on. Oh, no, he's not. Fruity Dad came out. Reaping Flames took him out of the game. And it's just moving on to the next one, dude. I know a lot of you guys don't want to see Monks playing the game forever. Well, Fruity Dad is there to deliver. He doesn't want to make you guys sit there and watch Monks play for the rest of your lives. Just sniped him out, dude. That's going to be Earth Elemental available for Tasty. I was expecting huge damage. Actually, is it for Earthly? It is Arthelia. Okay, I had to look for a second because that thing in the back made him think of Fireman. That's going to be a poly onto Tasty with a stun by the pets. Tried to stop the Greater Pyro. Very well played by Tasty. Tried to juke out the poly. Does get juke it out. That's going to be Greater Pyro. That's going to connect. Nothing Tasty can do about it, actually. Super outplayed. That's going to be Greater Pyro. Is going to connect like the last one for Tasty. Did he trick it for you? He did not. Fruity Dad just getting those massive Fire Blast, Pyro Blast with a Voodoo Trinket from Underrot onto Tasty. But it looks like Fruity's actually taking a lot of damage himself. Tasty just had so much pressure on him back to back. It's going to get an interrupt. No more heals available for Tasty for a second. He did catch up on a lot of health. Does a Warlock Hellstone too in his team. So he's going to be able to maintain himself for a bit. Fruity Dad got himself big combustion, but he cannot catch up to Tasty whatsoever. Tasty even pop the Earth Elemental wall yet. Big Earthshock on the Fruity. Big Zaps to follow is going to have to Ice Block. I think that Warlock Hellstone on Team Red is the biggest difference, the biggest playmaker for Tasty right now. Does get interrupted onto Poly. I think that Flame Shock might be able to take down Fruity Dad. He does have Cauterize. Nope. Actually, Cauterize all burnt out. Did Ice Block the Cauterize damage. Next up, Naxion, the Fury Warrior, getting lassoed off the bat. Tasty's gonna wrangle him up, man. He's gonna treat him like a tiger and wrangle him up. He's gonna be the Tiger Dad, dude. Tiger God right here. Huge meteor damage onto Naxium. He's really not looking all that good. Did go for a fear onto Tasty. Big leap to follow after getting knocked back. It looks like that Fire Elemental is not going to be able to get in the line of sight of Naxium for a moment. Tasty needs to get some sort of root, some sort of slows into Naxium, keep him in the open with the Elemental. Can do a lot of damage. It looks like that's exactly what he's trying to do. Trying to keep him on the same side where the Ellie is. Tricky coming out for the lasso as Naxium popping in Rage Regeneration. The Reflect is available. Tasty trying to see if he can hex him for it. And is going to be able to land it, allowing Tasty to get all the healing needed, all the damage needed. Next time he has Lasso, he's going to be in a good spot. Stormbolt by Naxium got himself Recklessness available, so should be able to do quite a bit of damage. Not really looking all that good for him though. Looks like it's a massive turnaround by Tasty with him zaps, Earthshock, and I believe a Crucible to follow. Might have been Crucible and Flames. Zhivka is up next as a Monkus. Trying to see if he could get a big old touch of death on the Tasty, trying to give him the dirty touch with a trinket off of that lightning lasso. Tasty, walrus touch of death, barely took the damage. Was that his Dwarven Racial too? Did he just pop that? Maybe? It might have. It was kind of hard to see. I saw him grow for a second, so it made me think that he might be doing something. Zhivka popping a fist of fury, but he's just sprinting out of there, man. The images are doing a little bit of damage, but only for a fraction. That's what he had to deal with. Zhivka hit him with a couple of those lava bursts. Did lava bursts do a lot of damage for Tasty? It looked like literally the 20% of Zhivka's health, which is gone from a couple of lava bursts, like especially with a mastery proc. Is he triple stacking them? Is that what you stack his elemental? Big lightning lasso to follow on to Zhivka. Tasty might be able to get him to set up. He actually has Zhivka in a perfect opportunity where he's out in the open, no pillars, could get a knockback onto Zhivka's next opener. Twisted appendage gonna attach to him, needs to eliminate that thing immediately. And that's gonna be more cast for Tasty. Karma forced out of the monk, so Tasty all he needs to do is survive this Karma. Keeping Zhivka out in the open and then take him out right after. Did he get a kick out of him? He actually might have gotten a spearhead strike out, but looks like Zhivka's turning around. Maybe that's going to be a little bit of the stars to follow, doing a little bit of that damage. The hex still goes through. 7% dampening on Tasty. Is still trying to see if he can fight it through Zhivka. Being an orc though, he's gonna sit those lightning lasses a little bit shorter, just a hair. And I think Tasty actually hit him with a slow immediately as he got himself with that tiger's loss into short stun to Zhivka. Could maybe go for a knockback. And Zhivka just doesn't want to let Tasty go anywhere, as he's just taking damage over time. Tasty is gonna bail out for a second. Now he's gonna try to get offensive. Zhivka, I haven't really seen him play very defensive behind the pillar, but might want to with that fire elemental up next. It looks like Fire Ellie. It is still hitting. Okay, it looked like Fire Elemental just stopped hitting Zhivka for a second. It looked like he just waddled over to Tasty, just be like, yo, what's up? Why are you stunned? Lightning Lasso, no trinket available. Is that going to be enough? It actually looks like he's going to be going down. Tasty taking down the monk melee. Melee McCravey is going to be next up versus Tasty. It looks like Zhivka's body has been made into a little, like a block of meat. A little block of meat. Looks like Fortune just chopped him up. They made some chopped liver. Melee getting a charge in on Tasty. Tasty, you're at 7 minutes. Only 40% dampening early. Reflect available for Melee Gravy, actually. Very, very early effect as he got some big damage rolling. That's going to be Lightning Lasso. Trickets out of it immediately. Wall coming out for Tasty as that is reckless from Melee. Is going to be able to get away from that stun. No hex for Tasty. Did he try to hex him? Big Earth Shock to follow. Big zaps right after Melee. Taking a bunch of damage. Might want to defensive this up. In range regen is going to get knocked back. Does that give him enough charge? No! And Tasty does end up taking him out. Did this guy decide just to go and... Did he try to kill him? Did he try to pop wings and do as much damage as he could at the end? That was gonna be him if you were. Tasty with a big ol' 4. Oh man, how could you beat this Elemental Shaman Overlord, dude? This man is a legend. Dude, the way the Tasty is damaged, I mean, at this point, what is... Obsidian Claw, Psychic Shredder, Concert Flame, Lava Burst Spikes. Is Tasty just like a proc machine with just all about lightning lasts and then a couple Earth Shocks here and there? Is that what Shaman's is right now? I mean, I think it is, right? Wow, just so many. Oh, he is the one with he is the one with stars, not the monk apparently. That's so hard to tell, dude. I wish the UI showed us like who has stars, who has what corruptions, if anything. I think that'd be pretty cool if you actually could see that. But anyway, boys, let's get another one going, yeah. Let's get another duel up and running. EU 184, 5. Here we go. Who's up next? I think it's gonna be Alex. No, it's Silent and Danny. I think we're gonna go next. Hopefully Danny is here, because his team didn't really get to play as much as he wanted. Danny, Ganker, and Silent Storm 5. He's offline. I wasn't able to join the queue. Okay, boys, let me know if you guys got a group. We'll see who's up and running. I think Ganker decided to log off after getting biked by that warrior dude. Literally bailed out of these duels after getting a big bike in the face. Hopefully we'll see him next week, maybe. Tasty repping the Elemental Shaman, dude. Tasty's a god, man. He's been playing Elemental Shaman way back in Legion, and I don't remember back in Legion. At least at first, I was like, wait, is that Elemental Shaman? Don't really see a lot of those. And then Tasty popularized it, I feel like. Maybe not literally, but at least in a 5V5 1v1 department, we didn't have a lot of Ele before that. And they came in with a big Earth Elemental, big old Zabs, dude. We got a big old lasso while the Earth Elemental is just searing through people. Instacast left and right. The what is it? The gust of wind. Just all the plays he made with that. I mean, that shit was cool, man. This is how 5 people, but none has you. What do you mean? 5v5 1v1? What do you mean? Got one offline? Ganker? Okay, we got it back in here though. Ready with Ganker. You said Ganker wasn't online. Is he actually online? Are you lead, Buck? Have him give you lead. I don't know if he's in around or not. We'll put him like this. Have him give you lead. Let me get Silent in here then. Alex got a group. Ornash got a group. Tasty got a group. I don't know if Lucia got a group. Yeah, I'm lead. Okay, that'll work. Invite. Wait. Okay, I can't spell. Al is ready. Okay, cool. Let's get Silent again and back. Yeah, that'll work. Cool. Ruins of Lordaeron, boys. Ali's pretty good. Ali as in Alliance or Ali as in Ali in the real ID? Which one are we talking about, boys? A made the Caribbean name in English, we grind cows. That seems a little fucked up. But then again, you gotta make stakes one way or another, right? On B tag? We have 5? Oh, he's saying the Rat Shot is 5? Well, Sean was saying add Storm, and only have Storm, so I don't know. Is that another Storm? How many fucking Storms are there, dude? Can all of y'all with the name Storm just type hi in the chat? Can type a smile face if your name is Storm in the chat in real ID? There's so many of you, dude. I get confused. Which? 2 Palas, 2 Rogue. Yeah, that's fine. 2 Palas, 2 Rogue is fine. But yeah, that's a Team Blue with Crippers as a Retribution Paladin. Trying to see if we can go for the big old yops. We got Z in the back. We got us as Massacre, the Dark Iron Dwarf. We got us as Olvin. Looks like Olvin's going to be first. And Elitras? Is that your name? We got Baczynski on Team Blue with Bay. We got us as Ganker. We got us as Minor. We got us as... What the hell is these names, dude? Surrender now. Surrender now. Oh, I like this one. Surrender now versus Alvizvov going in for a big combustion. Surrender got himself a big old abomination trying to grip him out of the Ring of Frost. Try to see if he can land himself a Ring of Frost. Trying to go for Greater Power is not going to happen. The line of sight with this DK is way too strong. Surrender is on the other side. The zombies do get frozen though. They are gonna have to be microwaved or reheated a little bit before they're effective. Huge damage out of this mage so far. This DK has not been in a good spot. Is he gonna... Oh my god, just melted to the mastery. The big mage damage. He just did not have a chance. His name was Surrender now, but honestly probably should have been the one surrendering. But just getting hit with a polymorph after trying to bike Olive. That's gonna be great power. Olive's still taking so many prog damage from the dots. Might have to ice block here a little bit early. He's gonna ice block. Is that gonna be huge damage onto Baczynski right after? Maybe a temporal, and maybe wait until temporal's back up. Big master bleed onto Baczynski. Not bleed, but you know what I mean. Dot. Oh, try to get a Ring of Frost. Not gonna happen. Baczynski try to see if he can maybe shadow step in. Try to just see if he can just poison knives Olive down. Not gonna be able to connect him. He's gonna have to cloak of shadows now. Kid the shot onto Olive. No way out of it. Doesn't have a Kindred shot. Oh, just got trinket. Is gonna take him out. But Jitsuka, I feel like he didn't want to commit a lot of cooldowns there. He wanted probably to split those cooldowns, you know, manage them, not throw everything at once, and just kind of have it ready for the next guy like Crippers. Because now he doesn't have Death Chicken, he doesn't have Bite, he doesn't have nothing. But it's going to be a good road Kindred shot. Still Assassin's Rogue, should still be able to do a lot. Into Vendetta, Crippers popping the Blessing of Protection and looking to maybe throwing that damage, throwing the big damage around with the wings of the Baczynski. Is going to go for a Shadow Melt for a second. Does not take him out of stealth. That is so pro right there, dude. The Shadow Melts. I do love watching Rogue Shadow Melt, man. Re-stealthing. Because Shadow Melt can break from any damage. So if you don't do it at the right time, it'll be a bad spot. It's going to be tricky for Baczynski. Blinded to Crippers. Crippers is just going to have to sit with that blind. Looks like it is full wings. Baczynski waited. You know what? 2 minutes for them wings. The problem is Crippers probably is rolling himself Vision of Perfection Minor. We're just going to put those wings on a 1.6 minute cooldown. So Trinket 2 minute cooldown, wings 1.6. It doesn't add up. That means Baczynski more or less has about a 1.6 minutes to kill Crippers. There is also minute-long wings, which can come out from time to time. Crippers trying to see if he can pop himself a Shield of Venice, and Baczynski popping that evasion, trying to see if he can maintain. That's going to be the minute-long wings actually kind of missing through that evasion, almost getting kicked on a flash of light. He definitely doesn't want to do that. Shadow Step coming out from Baczynski, just trying to get those poisons rolling with a slower to Crippers, trying to slow him around so he can kite this pallet. It looks like he's going to be able to hodge onto Baczynski as the Crippers have enough damage. Maybe with a Star Sprout that was enough. It looks like he might be going down. Get the shot, vanish. That's going to be a bubble. Doesn't get to AoE Baczynski out. How did this rogue get away, dude? Oh my goodness. Bubble Bop and Shield of Vengeance all out for Crippers. Cloak of Shadows available for Baczynski. He could get in there while Crippers is kind of somewhat low. And then Cloak of Shadows that damage. No eyes available for either side. And Crippers might as well just heal himself to full. But Baczynski's just gonna buy his time, dude. Get a couple more sippy cups in there. Jeez, man. Jeez. It's gonna be quite a lot out of him. He's just sitting behind the wall, dude. Doesn't even want to let the rogue behind him, dude. Wait, if the rogue shadow steps on him, could the rogue escape through the backside? Through the graves, just be like, escape and just be like, I'm gone, boys, see ya. Actually, big damage out of Baczynski right now. Even popping Reaping Flame just to get enough damage to finish off Crippers. Crippers just stopped playing. He left. Crippers just left. He just rage quit. He rage quit. No bubble, no bop. Maybe the rogue clock is Hodge or something. It was like, done. I'm out. Did not even want to play with the rogue. We'll give that kill to Baczynski. That's gonna be Ili up next. Iliatris? Is that what the name is? I guess so. Maybe? It's gonna be a cheap shot opener, but Baczynski just going for a smaller opener with the gesture got trinket. Probably get a shot to follow. Does get himself the big twisted appendage. That is gonna continue his channeling at Ili. Ili, you actually might die if you don't kill that appendage. Oh my goodness, he actually did go and kill the appendage. Baczynski trying to see if he can get around the corner and hit him with a Reaping Flames was not enough to end him. Ili popping in big meta. Trying to get a Destrugath. I think he didn't even reach Baczynski with a Destrugath. It's gonna hit him with an Eye of Lethorus. It looks like Baczynski isn't a spellcaster though, so it's not gonna do anything for him. Trinkets out of that stun though. Shadow stepping past Ili, getting a shot to follow. He's actually committed quite a lot of cooldowns to fighting that Demon Hunter though. That trinket might have been too much of a cooldown commission. However, he is gonna go up against, I guess if it's Massacre, it would have been not a bad of a spot, but it's Z up next, dude. It is Z, yet another Paladin. We are at the 5-minute mark, and so many people have just dropped in the 5 minutes with Baczynski being there. Baczynski unable to really catch himself a proper stealth. It's going to be quite freebie damage out of Z. Does pop Smoke Bomb. Is going to be able to get calm points. Kidney Shot maybe ready. Into a Hodge. Is he going to go down for the cow? No wings for Z except towards the end. Could vanish. It does vanish after forcing a trinket out of the Pala. And a blind to follow before he can pick up the eyes. Oh my goodness. That was actually quite clutch. Is he just gonna sap him, just not let him pick up the eyes? Yep, just gonna do that. He's gonna get himself a little bit of healing while Dampen is only 6%. Baczynski is literally playing with fire right now. He does have Cloak of Shadows coming up very, very soon. Z does not have a trinket for a while. Won't be able to Hodge him immediately. That's gonna be Kidney Shot onto Z. Could bubble this if he wanted to. Probably gonna be Cloak of Shadows for Baczynski. He's hoping probably for Corruptions. Does get a nice proc of a Corruption. Cloak of Shadows did come out. Might be the end to him if Z cannot Hodge him right here. Baczynski, I think, is just going to maintain the poisons onto Z. He's just trying to move to another side. Hand of Freedom coming out for Z. Baczynski slipping away either way. Z should have just stayed on him. Does get the interrupt on a flashlight with a Garrote. Kidney Shot to follow maybe after. He does get the Kidney Shot after in case the Paladin goes for a Bop or a Bubble. He still could go down. Maybe Reaping Flames from a distance. He does not get it. Did he use it though? If he used it, he didn't do enough damage. If he didn't use it, that could have been good. Z, next time we go for a cast, if he Shadow Steps and interrupts here, like that's going to be it. If he has Reaping Flames, that could be over. It's going to distract him for a second, picking up the eyes immediately. Still maybe go Road Sap. Could bubble this. Could bob this really early. But Baczynski at this point, he has quite a bit of health though, so Z might not want to pop a defensive. He is quite low in health, so probably we're going to see him doing something here and there. This is going to be a good road. Z essentially is just going to be in a bad spot. No! Destrugath Trinket for a second into Reaping Flames immediately. Z didn't even have a global to press there. Big elimination by this rogue, dude. He's just, I like that he's not always sitting in stealth all the time. He's actually coming out and actually dueling these boys, you know what I mean? He is tussling with them. He's going to send that Reaping Flames back at Massacre though. That was actually so good with that Destrugath Reaping Flames wombo combo just now. That was actually so good. Massacre trying to see if he might be able to catch up to Baczynski. As long as he can hit him with Bloodthirst, he'll be in a good spot. Is going to Storm Bolt him down to lock him down for a second. But that's just not a chance as a Fury Warrior. Baczynski has evasion coming out. Probably has a blind available by now. So in case like Massacre goes in for big damage, you can evasion. If he goes in for healing, you just blind him. It's going to be Baczynski having to pop evasion right now as he's super low on health. Massacre hitting him with a fear. Charging to Baczynski. Actually, Baczynski had to trinket it. Blind into Massacre. He doesn't have a trinket. Baczynski, you're really playing with fire. If he had a dot on you, that would have been it. A dot can proc any of those essences or corruptions, and you would have been done. Literally any one of those things. It's a Fury Warrior. If it was an Arms Warrior with a Mortal Strike, get you that Mastery Bleed in there, Deep Wound. That could have been it, dude. That could have been it. Eyes available for either one. Nope, Baczynski is going to be free to roam the stealth, dude. To roam the land and heal himself until he is nice and ready. Massacre does have himself in Rage Regen. That's essentially the only defense he's got. He got Stormbolt. No trigger for Baczynski. Baczynski is quite low on health. So maybe you might be able to make something happen. Garrod, get the kidney shot off immediately. Try to see if he can get some damage. Twisted Appendage comes out with a bike to follow. Reaping Flames right after. Into a Vantage Cheap Shot. I think Baczynski is trying to see if he can end a triple cheap shot. Double cheap shot. Oh my god, in a single opener. Oh my god, that was actually dope. He came back, dude. He got smacked by a bike in the face. That just got him back into action, dude. That just knocked him back to his senses. Came in, he saw, played as risky as he could, and that was so enjoyable to watch, honestly. I know. Some of you guys are gonna be like, but Rogues, dude. I like how he's playing at least somewhat risky. He's not just sitting in stealth until forever. He is sitting in stealth because, you know, Rogues have to. But he's not there for like years and years and years. I don't know. I enjoyed that, is what I'm saying. Anyway, boys, let's get another going, yeah? Dalaran, #1340 if you guys want to add me if you got a group and you are new. Dalaran, #1340. Add me if you got me added. Add me right now if you got me added, dude. I'm gonna take like a minute to like take some new groups. See how many of you guys that are new. Add me with your real ID, dude. Add me and at me. Does that make any sense? So we got Baczynski Silent. I guess we'd have Alex and Ali next. Mark, I know you got a group. We'll get Mark versus Ornash. Yeah, let's do that. I've added. But what are you guys' real ID though? You guys are like, I added you. Boys. Who is you? I have 135 of you. I said add me, and real ID. At me in chat, letting me know who you are. What's up, Mike? How you doing, my man? I hope you're having a good one. My dude, Baczynski, thank you for coming back, my man. Did I see your ass in a video somewhere? I think I saw your in a 2v2 somewhere. I swear to God, I saw Baczynski in some sort of like I think a skill cap video or something like that, or some sort of a video. I swear to God, I think I saw you, man. You're famous. You're in a video somewhere. You know what I mean? Freaky. Okay, we got Freaky here. Freaky, Beaky, Deaky. Storm, is that another one? Okay, dude, so many fucking storms in here, dude. You guys should form one account and call it a hurricane, dude. That's a lot of storms together. At the bottom, I don't know who's at the bottom. Freaky, okay, I got you here. Is that all? Yahama, okay. I actually can't add you. This is somebody that has been online. Windblade hasn't been online in 17 days. Sorry, Windblade. Hopefully we'll see you in another time, my dude. I don't know if he's unsubscribed. I'm still playing or not. 15 hours. 35 minutes. 16 minutes. 16 minutes. Do people like, say 15 days or more? 16 days. Dave, boy, my man. Davey Jones. So we can get... Yaham K. Good afternoon, Dal. What's up, Gregory? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one, my dude. Alex, I haven't played in a while. Yeah, I'm trying to get Alex versus Ali next, boys. It's been a long time. I'm back. What's up? What's up, Kenny? How you doing, my dude? Hope you are having a good one, my man. Get Alex and Freaky next. I don't know who's Freaky, but I'm gonna get Alex and Ali in here because Alex and Ali haven't been able to play for a while. Alex and Ali, they've been waiting very patiently, man. Let me get them next. And we got Freaky here as well. We can get Freaky versus, I don't know, Bach, I guess. We can do that, yeah. We're trying to stun over there. This guy's just trying to stun somebody. Someone Vile Fiend against who? Who's this warrior? Is it? Oh, Hunter. It looked like a warrior in the thumbnail. Oh, I like the armor. I like the gear. I like the shoulders. And the chest piece too. It looks kind of nice, honestly. Fucking roleplayers, dude. What the fuck? What do you look like? Oh, it's like a rogue mog. I like that, actually. How you spiritual like that? Fucking roleplayers, dude. Did that work? I don't think it worked. Let me try it again. Alex and Ali trying to queue you guys as a 5. See if it works. Someone in your group already queue for that? Are you guys in LFG? Is that what's going on? Did I save that one? I don't even know if I fucking saved it, dude. Let me make sure. Let me make sure, man. Because that was a fun duel. I enjoyed that. I want to save as many duels as I can, boys. Oh my lord. Dude, you ready for an 8 tomorrow? I am ready, dude. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Uh, 30 sec? Okay. We're in queue. You guys should be out of queue. Leave queue, leave queue, leave queue, leave queue. Ali and Alex, leave queue so we can re-queue you guys. Because Alex has 30 seconds. We'll give him literally 30 seconds. Let's break a rogue with previous rogue. Assassination, if you're talking about Baczynski. Yeah, there we go. He's answering you. Perfect, boys. Yeah, if you're looking at a rogue with Garou, that's assassination. That's how you know. If it's big bleeds, big poisons, big dots, or any like green streaks from the daggers and the reason daggers, then yeah. Alex ready? Alright, I'll wait for Ali for a second and we'll get him up and running right after. Can a tank Demon Hunter join the group? No tanks. No healers either. I think that'd be too silly. Unless there's some sort of a big damage, low survivability Demon Hunter build that's apparently out there. Like a big damage, like he'll one-shot people in 2 globals. Then I'd like to see it. However, probably we shouldn't have tanks in these duels. Okay, ready? Got it. Unless he can 2-shot people, then that'd be interesting. I would want to see it. I'm not against that. We've had, I mean, we've done some certain times where we allowed tank in there, no tank here. Exactly. We've done some times where we let a tank in. We had a prop hell in it before. I guess he did do a bit of damage, but it's like we had him once for a 1v5 video and he did 1v5 people, so it's kind of cool. So it was like, oh cool, a prop pally can, I guess, essentially do it. He is bubbling a lot and it's a lot of defensives and just sustain damage. Like, he's doing his best as he can, but it's just like we did it once just for the sake of putting it out on YouTube, just to see, right? And he did really well, and he looked like Santa Claus, so it was really cool. So most people wasn't really upset, but the idea of like a tank in PvP, yeah, a lot of people get upset by it. I'm not a huge fan of tanks in PvP either. Don't get me wrong, I'm with them, dude. I'm on that boat too. I don't like tanks in PvP, man. I don't like them. I don't want them, and I don't like them. Alright, boys, let's get another one going. Switch. We got ourselves Team Red with Effect. We got Christina Brox, Rowan, I guess Rowan, and we got Sugar Daddy in here as well. We're just team with ABG. We got ourselves Baby Lava in here as our elemental, already going in big damage, flame shocking somebody, anybody. I don't even know who's flame shock. I guess he's gonna have to be flame shocking procs. We got ourselves Najar, Orc, Rima, and we got ourselves Thanatos. Ooh, we got the legendary weapon. I like that. Are you marksman by any chance? It might be, boys. Stun onto procs, and Baby Lava tried to go for a setup. Look, he raised his hand in the air for a second. I thought maybe something cool was gonna happen, but didn't. So I don't really know. Proc's taking a bit of damage, but he's still sustaining himself. Looks like he's going to be going on the offensive. Baby Lava popping on that wall from the Earth Elemental. Maybe Prox might be doing something. Baby Lava's quite low. Could be going for a big bite. You're just saying on him. Huge boom! Out of nowhere, I think he hit him with a bike into Reaping Flames immediately. Just got him low. Gonna get hit with a bike himself. Thorns immediately. Thanatos is trying to see if he can catch up. Big metamorphosis out of this Demon Hunter. Lots of corruptions on him too. Did he send a Mally onto Prox? It looked like he threw a Mally at him for a second. Oh, did he just try to fly up? We saw that. We saw him just do a little hop. He tried to fly up while he's rooted. Did not work for him at all. That just, you're getting so slowed by your own corruptions, dude. If you see the purple smoke under his feet, dude, that's smoke on the water, dude. That's a perp smoke on the water, except it's also on his hooves. Into a skull badge by Prox as the item tried to come out. That is just moments away from a thing from beyond, just stacking him. Prox leaping on top of him, just not letting him run back at all. It's going to be a stun by Thanatos, but a very defensive stun. Looks like the Demon Hunter is actually turning way around, playing very defensive stun by a maim for Prox with a dash to follow. Thanatos is going to be able to catch up on a little bit of health. Not anymore while the demon form is down for the count. That is his full meta, dude. Thing from beyond, there it is. Is that going to yop him? Prox just better stay away. Let that thing from beyond connect. It's going to be 2 of them back to back. Does get a stun on the thing from beyond. Does that thing still gets to connect? He does not. Prox almost had a double team. He almost had a little spirit visage to help him out. Dude, it was going to be 2v1, but Thanatos stopped that burst with a singular stun. It's going to be another thing from beyond. Does he have a stun for it? He's going to fly up in the air. Does it still hit him? It still hits him. It still hits him. It still technically connects. He's super low. It's gonna be a moon. Oh, I was gonna say it's gonna be a moonfire instead of Penage. It looks like this man was just so frail after that big hit by that thing from beyond. Just touching the ground, which just made him fall apart, dude. His poor bones. Najjar is going to be up next, throwing the Desert Gas Trick and just chucking it at Prox in the opener after a single stun without full I-Beam Metamorphosis. Still holding on to the big meta. Big meta coming out right now, actually. Prox is going to have to play this bear form. He's going to have to play this very defensively. Looking to kite away from Najjar for a second. It's going to be in a prison, though, stopping him for a moment before he sprints away. I feel like as long as you're behind these boxes, Najjar, you're just not going to have a good time. Prox popping out. Ooh, big bike to run over Najjar with the torch. He just blasted the Demon Hunter boys back to back. And next up is going to be Orc Remo with an aim shot. Flame, it's going to be flared. It's going to get Prox out. Not going to be able to get this done. He is playing that Marksman. If this guy makes a big play as Marksman, huge Reaping Flames, but Prox in the opener, though. Orc Remo not really looking all that good. Does have double tap, popping a cooldown to follow. And try to see if maybe able to heal himself. Defensive coming out. Desert Gas Chicken is going to drop it quite low. It's going to be Scatter Shot. Does break the scatter immediately. Orkio might have to pop Charlie here. Popping in cooldowns while popping in wall as well. Regrowth's coming out for Prox. Does get interrupted. That's going to be a couple shreds, but Prox, I don't even know what a Marksman Hunter was going to do against Prox. And now Prox has got a real challenge. ABG with a big Blood of the Enemy probably coming out. Maybe Blood of the Enemy. Going for a Blood of Rachel. Did purge the thorns off of Prox. That's going to be pretty good for him. Hand of Freeman out. Prox just trying to see if he can cut him around, catch him in stealth. He needs to get the Blood of the Enemy and wall this immediately, because he won't essentially be able to stop the Blood of the Enemy. That's going to be big damage. He's going to be able to get quite a bit of damage of his own. Big bot into ABG with a bash right after, looking to maybe get himself a setup. Hodge by ABG. Going to be a trinket for Prox before the wings come out. Wings coming out right now. He's already juking to another zip code, trying to see if he can walk out of there. He's doing a decent job getting away. ABG's wings are up. Looking to maybe get a big Blood of the Enemy. Big leap for Prox to a whole nother state. Went from state of sanity to insanity and back again. ABG trying to catch up on heals. Gonna be yet another reopen of Prox. Do you have mid-long CDs? Blood of the Enemy coming out. Wings are still up. Trying to see if he can get a big old one-shot. Skull Basher, do you cast it? I think he's gonna be down for the count. No! Fastest duel ever! He actually has a world record now. 4 minutes, 31 seconds. Actually fastest duel. Fastest 1v1, 5v1 in my life. 5 people, 4 million damage, 3.3 million healing, less than 5 seconds, boys. This is the fastest ever. Wow. That was literally the fastest 1v5. The fastest 1v5 was by an Unholy Death Knight at literally 5 minutes, 1 second. I think. Maybe a 5 minutes sharp. But it was that fast. That was the fastest 5 minutes. As dampening starting to come out. This is 4 minutes, 31 seconds. By a beast, no other. Holy shit, huge damage. Huge damage on a Prox, dude. 8.3 records are not legit. You guys are gonna be like, but he has corruption. Well, he doesn't have any crazy corruption. I think he has a tentacle at most. I know he has trinkets. 4.3 records are not legit. Maybe in PvE, boys. Maybe in PvE. I will agree with you. Wow, look at WoW logs and seeing like all those characters with like massive damage and like 80% of his stars is just like, interesting. But then again, that'll be kind of cool in Shadowlands though. When we remove all the corruption stuff, all those trinkets, it'll be down to the class abilities to see who's like actually like pushing the most damage, and the most it'll be like, oh, who got lucky on like a buff roll or crits or whatever. But yeah, that was actually pretty fast. Holy shit, boys. That was actually so quick. Again, please, we didn't get to play. Oh my god. Should we let Alex play again, boys? They didn't get to play, man. We can get Alex with somebody. I think that'll be fair, yeah? That was a quick one, so we can get another one going. Yeah, we'll get him versus Freaky. How does it sound? Freaky been waiting for a bit. We got Ornosh and Mark here, but we'll just get him in. Since it was a short one anyway, right? It was super short. It wasn't even 5 minutes. Alex and Freaky. We'll get him another one. It's going to be another short one. Don't worry. Unless Freaky gets some boys, then we'll be able to hold a candle to them. Then we'll get Mark versus Ornosh right after. It's over on Arena. Maybe it'll be short. It's over on just a massive arena. Can we shout out the MM for trying? Sure. Marksman did an okay job. Rowan. Back at it. Oh, Rowan didn't get to play. It was the other Marksman, right? Other Hunter was Marksman? Right? Or did they pick up Rowan from the last group? Ashamed that we're in PvP right now. Yeah, Marksman is kind of a meme build. I mean, if Marksman probably can have certain playstyles in arenas, right? 2v2s and 3v3s. You probably can make certain plays at a decent item level. I mean, there's people playing. There's one guy that plays Marksman in 2v2s at Gladiator level. He does really, really fucking well with it. However, it is far from a good spec. It does need certain comps. Like, you need to play with a class that has a stun, because you don't have any good CC. You have Scatter Shot and Freezing Trap, and that's essentially it. And it's a little rough. A little rough out there. Which. We got ourselves Team Blue. We got to go through them really quick. Effective Christina Prox with a big old 1v5 roll in, and Sugar Daddy going up first versus Team Red with Athel. Man, intermediate stun. We got Daedra in the back. Yeah, Jadmin. We got Jadamin. We got ourselves Yodi, and we got Olive. Athel versus a Shatterface. Oh my goodness! Don't bully this boy. Popping in wings. The Sugar Daddy going in for a trinket. It might have to go for a Greater Fate here. He's gonna get himself Vampiric Embrace. Does get himself Void Form, and it looks like he's actually doing quite a bit of damage to Athel, and could maybe even get a silence. The silence would actually be good against Athel here. In order to stop him from being able to heal, he is going to still be able to bubble, but he is at least going to be able to silence him, so it's going to be good in general, like blanket him. Athelman try to get a rebuke in there, not going to be able to. Sugar Daddy might get the mind control off. Actually landing the mind control is going to be able to walk this paladin quite a distance before hitting him with a silence and a crucible. Sugar Daddy is still in the bad spot, might have to disperse it here. Is going to stun Athelman, no trinket. Looks like he's playing full adaptation. Is going to get himself a healer to disperse coming up for Sugar Daddy, as Athel does get wings rolling. It is going to be able to get himself a heal. Athel also does have Warlock Hellstones on his team, so there's a good chance I might have popped one there as I saw disperse out of Sugar Daddy, but that is allowed in 5v5s. Although for Sugar Daddy, it's just super unfortunate, man. Shield of Vengeance by Athel. Might be able to Greater Fate this. Might be able to mind control it. Does mind control it. Running him out. Basically just gonna buy himself as much time as he can. I think against Athel, there's not a lot he can really do. Greater Fate is gonna come out trying to get some dots up and running, trying to get himself a healer too. I think that's it, man. I don't know what else he can really do. Does land a fear that apparently doesn't proc to adaptation. It looks like Athel is going to end him. Sorry, Sugar Daddy. You did the best you could, but I guess the Paladin is absolutely nothing you can do, dude. Shadow Priest, man. Even though the only class that can get a Paladin out of the bubble. Warriors next expansion, boys, with a Shadowing Throw. Cannot wait. It's going to be Athel versus Effective. If you had Shadowing Throw here, that would be great, wouldn't it be? Be able to really be a new threat to Athel and all the other Paladins. Fear onto Athel does force out the adaptation. Athel trying to min-max the damage of those swings. It's going to be a charge, but Effective should be effective in maintaining himself alive and actually continue to run. Hodge onto Effective, going to trinket out of it. Does get a Bloodthirst after Athel just for a small heal. Removes all the slows. It just continues on running. Stormbolt onto Athel. Doesn't have a charge to follow. Looks like he's actually going for a kite on Athel. He doesn't want to engage him whatsoever. Just even might try to mount up. Really? You're going to try to outrace a Paladin. You think it's a good idea? I don't know. Slow by Athel immediately. Effective. He might just have to pop in Rage Region, dude. He's not really doing all that good. It's going to be a Commanding Shout. Giving himself a little bit extra health pool to work with. So she'll be able to recover quite a bit. It's Shield of Vengeance coming out for Athel, finally forcing out massive defensive out of Effective. He knows he's gonna have to bust that Shield of Vengeance eventually. Trying not to. He's just trying to keep him slow, keep Athel at bay. But yeah, that's why I'm not a huge fan of this arena. It's just a massive map. Shield of Vengeance popping off onto Effective. Bust of himself Reflective Elbow. Bladestorm trying to see if we get away from any kind of Hodges. Athelman with that Judgment. I think he does get to bonk him. And down he goes. Rowan is going to be up next, sending the pets out immediately. I like how one of these pets is actually like a mount model. Pretty sure. Wait, can you actually get those as a normal pet, I guess? It's gonna look kind of cool. Hodge coming out on Athel with wings to follow. Does get an instant adaptation out of that stun. That's gonna be Basilisk trying to walk his way to Athel. That Basilisk is just in the opposite side and running in the wrong direction. So Athel can't really do much about it. I mean, the Basilisk won't be an issue because he is just not running Paladin into the Basilisk at all. Just trying to contain himself the full min-max range. Does go for a feint death for a second. Athel, if he's not careful, he might be able to hodge one of the pets every time he goes in for feint death. That's going to be freezing trap for a second. Basilisk does still close the gap. He doesn't care about the freezing trap whatsoever. Athel finally able to connect back with the win. Huge gesture got trinket. It is going to split between the hunter and the pets. Turtle shot to follow. for a win with that one last acceleration, one last defensive will have, unless he can somehow just continue kiting Atheman until all his cooldowns are back up, Hodges or win, trinkets out of it. Not a lot he has really left. Atham back and forth that Crucible Flame. Rowan does get himself a pet heal. Finally some damage coming out, might be able to get some actual decent damage onto Atham. He keeps poking behind the pillar and not really getting his pets to kill command or anything like that, so it's not really able to get big damage. This Beastmaster Hunter is really truly struggling trying to beat Atham. Atham walking around the freezing trap as best as possible. He knows it's in a general location. Judgment onto Rowan. I don't think he's going to be able to survive this. Atham does not have wings, so he doesn't have an extra attack to hit. What is it? The extra hammer of righteous? Otherwise, he'd be able to, and Rowan try to play it as defensive as possible. Is going to get himself a small heal going before the healing dampening is going to arrive. Atham, I mean, he's just slaying through the rest of the enemy team so far. Yeah, this map is way too big in my opinion, boys. Freezing Trap, as you walk into it, adaptation cannot help him. Rowan is just trying to buy himself as much time as possible. I ain't even popping the cam, but he's going to extend this game into infinity, dude. I mean, I guess a hunter is supposed to kite, right? I mean, what else can they do, right? Like, I think they should buff Beastmaster Hunter for PvP, though, dude. Unless there is like a viable Beastmaster Hunter build in PvP, they need to buff him, man. Because remember, they used to be really good. And then Blizzard was like, you know what? All that pet damage seems a little strong. But I would rather him being good than being bad, you know what I mean? It's the hunter spec that everybody plays. Summon to Athon, no adaptation, because he did have adaptation proc out from a Freezing Trap. Rowan does have the max range into Athon. As long as he can keep the slows into Athon, might be able to whittle him down. Man, the damage from his pets is just so minor, it's so little. By the time the duel is over, it's going to be pizza time. With this one, maybe sashimi. Oh yeah, it's pizza night, by the way. How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. I feel like I could actually go and chit chat with the chat a little bit with this duel happening. Let's go as fast as possible, dude. This is some Tortuga level speed, man. You know what I mean? Into another Freezing Trap. If anything, I gotta give Rowan the credit, man. He's going for the kites. He's good with CC. He figured out that other man has adaptation. He's able to get that adaptation forced out with stuns or Freezing Traps to continue the kiting. But for Arthur, it's just like, I mean, he's like a zombie, you know what I mean? But like an unstoppable zombie, like an alpha zombie. He's just walking, he's shooting bullets at him. Rowan might be going down there. Oh, out of nowhere, right as I was going on a tangent, Rowan went down to Athom, took him out just like that. Christina is up next, and Prague just left. Oh, where's Prox go? An effective left. Oh man, that's kind of lame. Did he DC or something? But when did you see Prox versus Atho? That's kind of lame. That's going to be a stun by Christina onto Atho. That's going to be able to get all the bleeds up and running. Thorns are up and running too. Atho does have every defensive variable. He's going to use Crucible in order to get himself a self-heal. Wings are up and running. Try to see if he can get some damage reversal onto Christina. He does have Thorns, and while Athaman trying to be very careful with his damage, Hodge onto Christina does not force anything. I mean, he had wings. He could have gone for damage, but it looked like he was kind of walking over from Christina with a Hodge, playing him more defensive than anything. Christina did trick it out of it. So next Hodge, I mean, he doesn't really have a lot left. While available for Christina, Athaman recovering health, while Shield of Vengeance is up. He does a massive heal just now. I guess it was a Warlock Hellstorm from Daedra. Or maybe just a massive crit while wings were up. Could be that too. Christina is going to have to get back and lick the wounds and recover a little bit, popping those regrowths back to back. But the next Hodge, that's going to be over. Athaman picked up the eyes, has that Invis trinket, stayed on top of Christina the whole time. Wings are up and running. Does he have a Hodge to follow? Can he connect again? Trying to get as much damage as possible. Looks like Christina is going to be able to get away scot-free. So looks like he's going to have to wait until his actual wings are up and running. Buff BM in PvP. I would be okay with the buff BM in PvP, man. I'd be perfectly okay. I think it'd be great. I think it's a simple spec, but it's like effective everywhere but in PvP. You know, I think it's kind of lame. But you know, Christina getting a big old bite, leap, dash got chicken, trying to see if he can just burst down Atho before he can activate. Bubble might be a bubble out of here. There he goes. There goes the bubble boy. And Christina's going to get himself a self-heal a little bit. 8 minutes into this duel. Hey, if you had this duel plus the other duel that was really short, it would have been like a massive, huge, really long-term game that we could have been watching, boys. You know what I mean? That's basically equivalent to like a real long, really like epic fight, right? It's going to be opener by Christina, trying to get the bleeds up and running. Atho still has a blessing protection and has Shield of Vengeance back up. Wings coming up. No trick out of him for Christina. Does wall his damage. If that's actual wings for Atherman, he still could be in a good spot. Shield of Vengeance could Hodge Christina right now and really just end him right here. If he has it Hodge right now, as Christina goes for a leap, wings are still up and running. It's going to be down for the count. Atherman taking him out. And that was, I think, a big old 1v4 by the Pala. It was 1v4. Lots of damage, but also lots of kiting this game, too. He did it, boys. I got kicked. Hello? You got kicked? Aw, procs. That's unfortunate. Were you AFK for a bit? Because I don't think anyone can kick you unless you're just standing still. We got Storm Hero 5v5 ready. Rent-a-car, hey, we have 5 ready. Jeez, I got so many people here. Danny Ganker says we're ready, but are you guys same team as Bach or are you guys different team? Lordy. Can I, Can I hide this? Oh, okay. You can. Okay, so I'll have him down here. Oh, lordy. Okay, so who the fuck is going next? Who's going last? I think we're going to have Mark and Ornash duel, right? And then we got to get some of these new boys in here. Yeah, let's do Mark and Ornash, because I did promise him, dude. I did promise him. They've been waiting for a while. Mark and Ornash. And then we'll get all you guys in here. We have a full group. Redcar is the leader. Okay, cool. And Redcar was... There he is. Okay. We got Storm. We got Ganker. Freaky. To the left, we didn't get to play. Can we go again? Sure. Yeah. If you guys want to rejoin, that'd be cool. Did we get in? It queued. Was one of you guys in LFG? Or nah? It didn't work. Or not? Are you in LFG? I don't know. Mark wouldn't be. No cutting, no ruining, no healing. Yeah, it's kind of rough. Which class is the best to boost if we want a DPS? Best class to boost the DPS. I think rogues are really good right now. Demon hunters, but you shouldn't boost them. You should just level 1. I wouldn't even boost the class. I would do the leveling thing, man. Everybody got 100% leveling XP that stacks with all the other heirlooms and other XP bonuses. So you should just level a bunch of tunes, man. People are leveling in like a day. Yeah, I would do that. I'm not an LG. Go with Tasty. Had a team for a week. For a week. Okay. Let me get Mark in here again and Ornash. Yeah, I'm trying to queue you guys again. Because they queued you guys, but it never popped up. There we go. Tiger's Peak. Okay, they can get some of the other boys in here. How you doing, El Capitano? Hope you're having a good one, man. Honest opinion of Feral Rogue for Mythic Progression and Arenas PS. I love the stream, keep it up there. Well, Pharaohs are not completely awful in like Mythic rating. And Mythic Pluses they can do okay if it's a fortified rig, but they're like meta. But if you have like a guild group and you're like know what a Feral is and try to kind of play around the Feral, you can actually play around the Feral with their playstyle of always Tiger's Fury, always crit, always bleeds, always big damage kind of deal. So actually Feral can do quite a lot in AoE. So if you play around the Feral in Mythic Plus, it could be okay. It won't be insane, but you can still do a lot. Mythic rating, they're actually not completely awful. More people play them than Woodwalkers, if that says anything. In PvP, they're pretty good too, but like most like in some people say they only have like one comp to run in 3s, but I'm pretty sure you can find something to play. Rogues are insanely good for everything. They're just immensely good for everything. Just Blizzard has a rogue bias this expansion. I don't know why, but I mean, I like it. I'm as a rogue main, you know what I mean? Who wouldn't? Switch. We got ourselves. Who's up? This is going to be Candy, Fortune, Tasty, Varima, and Monster. It's almost like Monster. But a Mon. Versus High Moon. We got Jen in the back. We got Mage Kings, Ornash, and M6. That's going to be High Moon. Try to see if you can poke around with Monster. Is he going to go for the big damage? Hodge coming out, reversing this damage. Onto High Moon. I think it was Trinkets for Trinket, and High Moon trying to see if he might be able to get big damage onto the Paladin. Does interrupt him. Big Duster Gas with a blade dance to follow. Shield of Vengeance coming out for Monster to be able to keep himself alive with wings to follow. That's going to be a blur and darkness for High Moon. And Monster is just going to walk this Demon Hunter out there, dude. He's going to take him for a walk. It's going to hit with a little bit of that imprisonment for a second. High Moon popping him with a big meta. Huge damage on the Monster. Not really feeling all that good. And High Moon is going to bail out of there as Bubble comes up. He needs to get right back in there and get an interrupt from Motherboar, honestly. Wait, is he gonna go for food? It looks like he's just gonna go eat and just recover. But he really should press the offensive here. Motherboar not really looking all that healthy. Huge damage on him. What is going on? And the boy is down for the count. High Moon does eat, I think, a last set of stars. The Motherboar runs. Sorry, boys. The cop. What's up next? It's gonna be Ornash, right? No, wait, Kenny? Oh, it's Kenny! It's been a while, my dude. How you doing, my man? Breath onto High Moon while he's super low on health. Bringer Frost, no ticket available. I mean, you just got yourself one easy kill here on a Demon Hunter. Nothing he can do. Bop. Even a meteor. Wow, we want to make sure he does not come out easily. M6 popping in rage regen very early with an immediate trinket out of the polymorph, and it's going to be reflect for that greater pyro. Does get to reflect the greater pyro. It's going to do some damage to Kenny, actually quite a bit. And it's going to be a Nova to follow. Blade storming out of there. That's going to be a Twisted Appendage. He needs to eliminate that thing immediately. Does kill it. And Kenny just going to have to tussle with this man. M6 might have popped too many cooldowns a little bit too early. That's going to be Destiny got chicken right after Polymer to follow. It is going to be very short. Does use a charge while the Polymer was up. That's going to be greater Pyroblast almost happening. But Kenny swap it to get a Pyroblast, Fire Blast in there instead. M6 actually got a lot of cooldowns out of Kenny. And it's actually so far has been in a really good position. The only thing he doesn't have is a trinket. So the next go, oh, whoa, looks like Kenny. He's just getting big crits on the M6. Does he even need big rate of pyros? This is going to be a Warlock Hellstone for M6 just to maintain himself. Kenny might just be able to Pyroblast and Fireblast the guy down, honestly. He's just jumping around him into a breath, into a Ring of Frost. No trinket available. I think that greater pyro is going to end him here. Does he get another great pyro or maybe a meteor to follow? No, he's just going to go for full combustion and M6 right before he can even do anything. One leap and already sizzled out. Mage Kings is up next. Is yet another fire mage, man. Is he just going to give him the honor duel? I think he might give him the honor duel here. It looks like he's just dancing, just chilling. Candy might as well eat. Give him the big eats, dude. I think it's letting ya. What a nice guy. There you go, man. Getting ourselves the big eats. It's going to be a mage versus mage. Candy down on actually just about every cooldown besides combustion is there. So Mage Kings and Candy are going to have actually as even of a fight as possible. More or less, right? Wait, is he just actually letting him? I mean, it looks like he's letting you. He's being really nice about it. He's giving you the honor duel. Yeah, that confirms it. He's giving you the full honor duel. I think he might even let you get the first hit. Don't poly him. Probably should cast something out of him. Greater Pyroblast while he's on the floor. I think that would be hilarious. Does interrupt him on a Greater Pyro. Polymer first up. Oh, Candy with that quick interrupt. Stopping the cast a little bit early. Greater Pyro is going to be first for his to connect. Mage Kings almost got you interrupted. Is going to get himself a temporal. Candy stealing it, but does give Mage Kings that health back already. I think as soon as you remove it, it gives you back the health that you would have, which is quite awesome. If we dispel it, does it still give the health? I think it might. As soon as it's removed, it gives you the health that would have been stored while you took damage, right? But for Candy, is he going to have combustion by now? I believe so, maybe. I want to say maybe. Mage King's keeping Candy in the open. With a breath to follow, Ring of Frost does have a trinket. Oh, actually, it is going to be able to break from the breath into a breath himself. It looked like he might have trinketed, but he didn't. This is the breath that gets broke through the damage of the mastery alone. Greater Pyro is going to connect. Mage Kings does have combustion, but nothing to use it on. He does have an appendage for a second. Try to see if he can get on to Candy. Pyroblast, Fireblast flying. Huge damage. Candy doesn't even try to go to stealing combustion. That'd been cool if he tried, but that's still a lot of fire damage coming out. It's going to force the Reaping Flame to cauterize, force the Candy to go into Ice Block. Mage Kings is showing us why his name is King, dude. That Reaping Flame just forced everything out of Candy. He was in a good spot and everything. 5 minutes in, we are going to start seeing dampening here, boys. Looks like Mage Kings is overlapping a bunch of buffs in case Candy does go for spell stealing anything. He's going to have all those buffs to get through. That Levitate, that Shield, Flame Strike. Does he get it? He does not. So Candy needs to really find a way to come back. I think he needs to get a good breath, set up wombo combo going to Mage Kings. I feel like because of Greater Pyros, he still can turn around the damage. Also, Candy might have combustion coming up here very, very soon. If he can get that Greater Pyroblast into Mage Kings into a full combustion and get a bunch of damage in and just really chuck him down, Mage Kings might not be able to react fast enough. Candy not have an Ice Bug though, he's very, very defensive. Well, he needs to play very, very defensively. But I feel like if you play defensive, you're just going to burn out. So you need to get offensive. Breath onto Kenny, into a Nova. This is going to be a Ring of Frost. Does he interrupt it? Blinks actually passed it into a Breath. Polymorph onto Mage Kings. He could trinket this if he wanted to. He could trinket if he wanted to. Is he gonna though? Meteor, and it's going to be a huge setup. Try to hit Kenny with the Reaping Flames. Does get out. That's temporal huge healing though so far. I think Kenny might have met his match, dude. This Harry Potter duel is Slytherin versus Gryffindor. Which one is which? I would say Mage King is more Slytherin. Look at his shoulders, dude. That's some evil shit right there. That's some evil shit right there. Breath by Kenny. Trying to land another polymorph. I believe that's good. No DR'd. I was gonna say maybe it's gonna be DR'd. Greater Power Blast is gonna connect. Is this where he goes for the big damage? He's trying to go for, what do you call? Oh, he blinked away. It looked like he blinked past him, but I guess he just like hit him with everything, blinked away. So he does try to equalize his health. He just tried to reverse it. He's trying to get Mage King's health lower than his. Also trying to wait for his Ice Block available. Does hit him with a Breath. Nova. But does he go for anything? It actually looked like Kenny might have a setup where he can start doing damage. Max is the one backing up. Very interesting. Wait, is that Safeguard Trinket? That's a pretty big defensive forced out. Kenny is actually looking like he might be able to lead. Mage King still does have an Ice Block. Cauterize still can come out. That's a pretty big defensive overall. That's got to be a tentacle slapping him. That's actually doing a lot of damage. Temporal is up and running. The tentacle still burning through all that healing. Greater Power Blast trying to make it happen. Not going to happen. Mage King is at low health. Kenny could go for a big combustion to end this. Does get a temporal one for a second. Mage King pop combustion of his own. Kenny could go for a big damage of his own. Maintaining his health. Mage King somehow recovered a little bit here. Is going to steal Kenny's Safeguard Trinket actually for a second. Kenny not looking all the good. Breath right now. Ring of Frost doesn't connect. No! He kills him with the Reaper Flames. Kenny! Kenny must have popped combustion at one point or another, like a lot earlier than I expected, right? Varima is going to be up next as a rogue, trying to get a bike into Mage King. It's going to be Breath. Polymer does still have Ice Block to work with. Nova onto Varima with a Polymorph, maybe a Ring of Frost around him instead. Yeah, any kind of dots by Varima are just going to stop that invis. He's not going to do it. He's just going to sit in stealth instead, actually. Yeah, Mage King, if you can somehow come back from this rogue duel. Wow, we are at 8 minutes in. How long did that Mage duel last, boys? How long did that last? That seemed to take a while. Mage King is trying to see if he might be able to get himself a little bit of food. Varima not letting it happen. Sap onto Mage King, trying to get a Blink Shimmer away. He was kind of hoping maybe the rogue would come from the right, he came from the left instead. Garrote, I don't think there's anything else Mage Kings can essentially do against this. Yep, down you go. I don't even know if Varima even hit him with the Reaper Flames. Next up, next another Mage or not. Trying to see if he might be able to get a big Greater Flame, Greater Pyro out. The Greater Pyro connected. I just didn't see the animation for it. Whoa, camera's got a bug for him. Varima tried to turn the damage around with a big Destro out onto Oranage. He got himself a temporal warning, but a 22% dampening is going to be very hard. Quick shadows for Varima. Hoping to force out Ice Block out of Oranage. Breath to follow. And it looks like he's going to be able to get some Scorches out of there. Varima is going to go down to that Master. Oranage is going to have that Cauterize proc. No, Warlock Hellstone comes in clutch at the end. Warlock Hellstone actually comes in clutch. Invis trying to come out. Fortune does hit him with a slow. Does force out a Cauterize and has Ice Block immediately as the 9 minutes pass. So many fire mages here, boys. Let's see some Arcane, man. Let's see some Frost. Meteor coming down onto Fortune. Looks like he's just going to pop himself Diffuse Magic just to deal with all that combustion damage. Fist of Fury locking down Ornash. Nowhere for him to go. And down he goes. Jan is going to be up next. I believe it's a Destro Warlock. It's hard to tell. Some Destro Warlocks. Ooh, I like the offhand, though. What is that? Cataclysm stuff? Firelands, maybe? I like that little skull thing. That looks kind of cool. But if you're going to guess this guy is a Destro Warlock, if he's Affliction, that'd be interesting. But looks like he's going to allow Fortune to get himself all the heals. Gateway coming out. Looks like he's trying to see if he can get an auto duel out of it. Yep, Immolate coming out by the Destro Warlock. Intellect flag immediately capable to follow. Jen as a Worgen. It was a wolf in sheep's clothing. Does get a Succubus Seal onto Fortune. That touch is going to hit him. Fortune actually trinket out Succubus Seal while coming out for Jen. Lex to fall off of Fortune with the Fist of Fury right after. Tried to maximize the damage of the Touch of Death. I don't really think it was worth it, honestly. That is going to be walled down for Jen. So Fortune, if he can close the gap and get some interrupts onto Jen, that'll be good. Young Casebolt at least connected. The other does not. And the more Casebolts he can fire at Fortune, but he's going to be line of sight. The more of them he can fire, the more damage he'll be able to do. But Fortune's position is just so perfect. If only Jen could cast while moving, because he could just kind of jump, start a cast with Casebolt, and then jump towards the end of it, and still be able to just chuck one over to Fortune by the corner over there. But it's just so unfortunate. Looks like there's going to be Infernal down for the count. Jen, where is your... Do you play... Dark Soul Stability? He's actually still trying to go for the gateway. Did you see him? He's trying to leap for the gateway to say, you know what, I can't go that way. I can go this way. He actually gets off a full Casebolt onto Fortune. No interrupt by the monk. And still might be... Oh, Karma. There we go. Now as the big burst comes out. Jen! Are you sure you want to Casebolt that Karma? Are you sure you want to do it? Fortune popping the defensive against magic. Diffuse magic right after. Not really sure if that helps. And down goes Jen. Rest in peace. By the way, when a monk, let's say a monk hits karma, and you're chaos bolting him, and then he pops diffuse magic before the chaos bolt hits, doesn't that make the karma worse? Because you're taking less damage from chaos bolt, therefore karma has to direct less of it back to the warlock. Or does the karma ignore any defenses you have and will still redirect a portion of all that chaos bolt damage, no matter your defenses? How does that work? So you can actually pop every defensive and karma, take very little damage, and it'll still take the full karma worth of, as if it was like non-mitigated chaos bolt. How does it work? Anyway, boys, let's get another one going. Yeah, that was a weird one, dude. That was kind of a slow duel. I think that fire mage versus fire mage ended up being super, super long. BFA EU. Where's Cat? I don't know, dude. How are you? I'm doing pretty good, Bisect. How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. Cat is busy, probably under house. He's having a solo house party while the world isn't weird. It was Dark Soul, so I mitigate all that damage. Yeah, why do you pop both defuse and karma? Doesn't that counteract one another? Makes karma damage less and makes karma healing less? Because you make that chaos bolt hit you for less, so karma therefore redirects less, doesn't it? Harry Potter Duel was fun to watch. Yeah, I guess so. But I was surprised how long it was. It doesn't, so you could like, it'll still do what I always wanted to know. I always wanted to know how it functions. I didn't know. It would go through karma instantly with that Dark Soul, really? But wouldn't you want at least one chaos bolt to hit that karma and then defuse after for the rest of the damage? So you still do the full karma damage? Or are you just playing it more defensive, just trying to take as little damage as possible? I mean, I don't know. Shadowlands never alpha? Haha. Maybe. I'd be so sad if they actually don't have an alpha for Shadowlands within like 2 months. Like, there's an alpha, it's just not a public alpha. So, I'd be so sad if they don't, like, in 2 months' time, there still won't be a public alpha. Or they won't be sending out alpha codes to people, you know what I mean? I'd be so sad about that, dude. Yeah, I know it will go through karma, but don't you want it to go through karma so you put the dot on them with karma? Plus it also gives you a heal. I don't know. Maybe I just don't understand it. I always wondered it though. Alright, let's get ourselves another group. Freaky been waiting for a bit. Didn't get to play because Atheman popped off and 2 left. Okay, we can get Freaky versus Storm, I guess. And we also got Ren here. Tater match. Should we do Storm and Ren instead? Or Freaky and Storm? Because Ren hasn't played. Let's do this. Let's get Ren and Storm in here in case this is going to be the last one. Depending on how long this one is, man. Because I'm getting hungry, so I might get food right after this one. Let's get Ren and Storm, because if this is the last one, then at least the new guys played. You know what I mean? At least let him get a chance, dude. You know what I mean? That's how we're going to do it, boys. That's how we're going to do it. We play one time. Let's get Ren and Storm in case this is the last back. And we'll see how I'm feeling after this one, dude. Because I've been sitting here, boys. Pizza. I've been smelling it. I'm getting hungry. And I gotta edit some videos because I got all these beautiful duels to edit now. All you guys coming in with a big brain burst. Super fun to watch, boys. I can have fun hanging out with all y'all. Who would you bet between versus Catchican and Fast Skills? Probably Fast Skills just because rogues, but I feel like give it 50 duels, Catchican wins at least one of them. You know what I mean? There's gonna be a moment where he plays perfectly and the rogue slips up, and then boom. Well, maybe Cat with a bike trinket and Destrigath might actually be able to tussle with the rogue. Might actually be able to, because you'll force cooldowns out of the rogue 100% with the first Stormbolt. And you throw a bike at him, you could actually really drop him. I would think those trinkets would synergize really well with the warrior. Anyway, let's get another one going, boys. Switch. We got ourselves Duplin on Team Blue. We got ourselves Jifka here as well. We got ourselves Maz. We got ourselves Necro and Fruity. Duplin actually playing. Wait, that's Duplin, boys! Duplin, my man. It's been a while, dude. How you doing, Duplin? How you doing, Dumpling? You playing their arms through day 2? Oh boy. We got A-Bomb in the back with the A-Abomination. Goku Instant going up first. We got ourselves Nastil, Worst, and Zero Energy in here as well. In cap. Onto Goku's Fruity Dad goes for a Greater Pyre Ring into another Greater Pyre. Actually, Goku looks like he was able to break through the conditioning of the freeze. Looks like the Greater Pyre Blast connected right after he got frozen. Slightly after. So it does break him. He didn't have to check for that one. He was able to get himself full defensive with the damage, with the diffuse magic. I believe he was actually able to, I don't think he was able to diffuse magic the Greater Pyro, but he did press it. That's gonna be another Greater Pyro Buzz before he down with a Meteor to fall. Oh, huge damage on Goku. He's trying to close the gap. And Karma, Ice Block by Fruity Dad. He needs to end him right now. In cap to follow. Probably gonna get a leg sweep right after. Try to go for Big Touch of Death. Trick it out of Fruity Dad. Needs to go for big, a bunch of damage right now. This is his time to delete Goku. Instantly does pop a wall for this one. Try to see if he can touch it down huge onto Fruity. Fruity does get touched pretty hard. Their health is both so low, but does get melted down. Oh my god, Fruity Dad just came in. That Ice Block on Karma play, dude. I love it. Dash together to Fruity. I think he's going to be down for the count. Unless he can somehow find himself a little bit of heals, because Zero Energy just came in and he just blasted him. Ring of Frost, I don't think you're going to get any heals. Zero, if you throw Poison Knife at him, Shadow Step Garrote, no, not even going to give him a chance. But now you're stuck in Freezing Trap, or Orb. No, you can walk out of it, I guess. Necro is going to be up next. Trying to see if he can get a full army rolling into Zero. He does have evasion rolling too. Needs to grip this rogue back in. That's going to be a vanish out of the rogue, however. Trying to see if he can bail away from the army of the dead. The Abomination is meeting him on the other side though. He's going to get himself a bit of a sippy cup rolling. But he's going to be able to kite Necro at least for a little bit. He needs to get dots onto Necro and just kite him with bleeds, honestly. Because I feel like that'll be huge. Kidney Shot does establish. That's going to be Lichborn for Necro. Going to be able to use that Stonebreaker light quite often. Zero slapping him with a bike. Necro did have that Lichborn to keep himself alive. Transfusion coming out. Maybe a little bit late. It's going to get some healing out of it. But probably should be popping Transfusion as soon as it takes a big hit. That's where you get the most amount of healing. Ever since the Nerve Demon Death Knight healing by a hair. There's going to be some Necrotic stacking up at a Zero. He's going to be able to sprint out of there. The Valpera Guile sprinting out. It does have some dots rolling on a Necro. So Zero needs to land. Kidney Shot does land a Tricky coming out for Necro. Going to rotate between Trinkets and Lichborn in order to deal with this rogue. Actually stacking up quite a bit of Necrotics, forcing Zero to go for a blind onto the DK. He has his pet attacking him right now. It's actually taking out all his health that can be healed through. And he's going to have to pop that Sippy Cup in order to heal through a Necrotic amount of health. Yeah, Death and Decay is going to keep him in combat some more. That pet is going to do a little bit of damage, but not nearly as much as when it was empowered. Zero, next Kidney Shot, I mean, it's going to be Lichborn. There's actually nothing you can do about it. No defenses left whatsoever. Kidney Shot, Death, Lichborn, Transfusion, trying to see if he can just sap out the rest of energy left, sap out the rest of the life energy left out of Zero. Until he's actually at that Zero energy. Abomination is up next. Big Outlaw got his own Scarlet Crusade mock set up ready to go. Reaping Flames onto Necro. Popping AMS. Stun into A-Bomb. Trinkets out of it immediately. Throwing a bike at Necro. I don't even know if it actually did anything to him. Maybe the bike was meant for A-Bomb actually. I'm pretty sure it was A-Bomb's mic though. Pretty sure Necro is going to try to see if he can sit down, have some food immediately, dude. He's got the full posse in here. He got the big Abomination just stinging flies, zapping anything around him. Actually got a full heal with that mage food. Because A-Bomb actually did have to wait for a while. Very unfortunate. But he did wait out the full army though. Cheap Shot coming out as the Outlaw will get him back in there with the Reaping Flames to follow onto Necro, trying to roll himself a buff. I think got himself actually a very decent buff. Parry coming out for Abomination right now, actually stun onto Necrox to follow. And is looking to maybe see if he can just Outlaw Guile Necrox out. The parry is still here. Parry is still happening. Lichborn coming out for Necrox as he get himself Transfusion rolling too. That's going to be quite a bit of healing to keep himself maintained. And a couple of Necrotics starting to stack up onto Abomination. Should probably be, I mean, that's not a bad move. With Necrotics, might be able to get enough damage like he did here with Abomination to really start making it happen, but he's held so low. Abomination got a massive tentacle slap out of his corruption for it. This Outlaw will just show this man, hey, should have probably been playing defensive. Zhivka is up next as a monk next up. Abomination try to see if he can just hit it with some flows. Leg sweep to follow. Probably going to be huge damage. Touching Death is going to come out. Does get a gouge as Zhivka forcing to shake out of him. Blind to follow. Might just have to vanish it just to deal with the touches of damage. Zed use a blind maybe a little bit early with Zhivka. But as long as he has those short blinds with a talent, blinding powder, he'll be in a good spot, man. Zhivka is going to have to go pick out of the eye. Look at some fish for some rogues, man. For A-Bomb, does he roll for the double Sippy Cup? Because if he runs double Sippy Cup, this would be perfect for him here. He doesn't really need Smoke Bomb. Double Sippy Cup just for actually healing would be nice. Walks right past him for a second. I don't know if the eye got disabled by that. I might have to pick up the other one. But maybe this is the time for the Outlaw Rogue to shine. He isn't going to have a parry for about 38 seconds, but he does have just about every cooldown coming up. Cloak of Shadow is available. Don't really know what it's going to do against the Monk, but maybe could be useful. maybe for Karma. Then there's Trinket. Then there's going to be Grapple Hook and all that other garbage. All that other garbage abilities. Dashing got Trinket onto Zhivka. Why had Fist of Fury up and running? Disarm onto the Outlaw Rogue. But looks like the Outlaw might be the one with stars here. Lexi up onto A-Bomb. He does Trinket out of it. Try to see if he can run away from Zhivka. Grapple and hook it to the other zip code. In cap onto the Rogue. I think Zhivka might just have him here. Won't have the Lexi for a bit. Still has images that do dissipate. Stun onto Zhivka. Abomination gets right back to him. Hits him with a big old bike trinket. That's going to be Karma immediately. That's going to be Parry up and running for A-Bomb. Could just stay on top of Zhivka. Looks like he's just going to fight those Karma. Interrupt him on a heal. That's going to be Corruptions. Just continue to slap Zhivka though. That is going to be damage reversed to Abomination. Did burn through the full Karma. Another wall available for Zhivka right now will dampen harm. Going to reduce quite a bit of that damage. The images are back up and running. Needs to get some sort of a way out of that Fist of Fury. It's going to grapple out of there. Zhivka is going to probably try to stay. One chase. It's going to be vanquished by a bomb. Does get a sap. Zhivka is going to get to break out of it. Another sap to follow. I think a bomb might have him. Cheap shot. DR! Super DR does get himself the true set appendage. Zhivka is going to be forced to hit it. He's going to be verified. Reaping Flames to follow by A-Bomb. Does get hit with a disarm. He's still getting a pistol shot there either way. He just tried to pistol whip him down. Lexi to follow. Actually might have gone down. No! Wait! Oh! That lucky twisted appendage spawning for Abomination. Did him in a doublet. Just dumpsters Abomination with a dash. Got Trinket. Nasili is up next as an elemental shaman. That was a reflect available a little bit early for Dublin. Is going to get knocked back by Nasili. Try to see if he can Blamestorm over there again. Just dumpstered the poor boy with a stun. Dash. Got Trinket. Took him out of the game. Does get a pummel to Nasili though. To stop him from being able to cast the nature spells. This is going to be playing Reaping Flames. Avatar is up and running for Dublin right now. Fear onto Nasili. Does get Reflect. Nasili is going to be able to reflect at least one of his own lightning bolts in. Stormbolt on Nasili. Dublin is trying to see if he can survive through this. Does have a big defensive. Maybe Executes could come out. Big. Oh, huge Warbreaker with at least an auto attack in there. Worst Mage is going to be up next. Worst Mage EU versus Dublin. Dublin doesn't have any way to heal from this at this point. It's going to be interrupt onto that Freeing of Frost, actually trying to get away from the fireballs. It's actually going to be able to reflect the fireballs back to the Mage. Is the Mage just trolling him? You just fireball him down. He's probably like, you know what? There's no way I lose to the warrior, right? It's going to be Sharp and Blade. Worst Mage not really looking all that good. Dublin barely need a health. Stormbolt. He actually had him in the ropes. He actually almost deleted Worst Mage. If he only had a little bit extra health, he would have been actually in a very decent spot. Maybe with not as high of dampening, but there goes Dublin, man. There goes this warrior champion. Trying to see if he can come out of Worst Mage EU. Dies before it even leaves his fingertips. My goodness, boys. Oh, that was worth. Oh, that was so worth, dude. That was great. I enjoyed that one, dude. Good outlet's good. That rogue's nice. Yeah, dude. That actually worked really, really well. Yo, A-Bomb, what do you run for trades, by the way? What have you been running recently? You go for the big old snake eyes, or are you doing something different? I'm actually interested, dude. I don't have a lot of outlaw rogues to talk shop ever. Oh my goodness. Fire Mage that doesn't cast G-Pies. I mean, I think he was just trying to see if you might be able to just fireball. I mean, it's an arms warrior, right? What's an arms warrior going to be able to do? You can just kill him with some fireballs. Easy. But Dublin took advantage of that situation. Did as much damage as he honestly could, boys. I like that one. I like that one. Did I get PM from Battle Focus? I'm trying something funny. Battle Focus, trying to stack this. How good is it? Or is it actually good for Outlaw? I would think it wouldn't be super amazing, but the extra raw damage, I guess, would be okay, right? And Impassive Visage. When you take damage, you heal. The Visage is OP in World PvP. It's pretty good with a consistent damage. Nice. So a bunch of battlefield focuses, huh? I don't think I have a helm or a chest with that. And Brigand's Blitz. Yeah, I know Brigand's Blitz is really not bad, especially during adrenaline rushes. Do you run a Vision of Perfection, by the way, as an essence, as a passive? To get shorter adrenaline rushes, or nah? So Battlefield and Brigands, just both of those. No pistol shots or nothing. I might need to try, dude. It could be pretty good. I don't think I have the helmet or the gear really to make it happen right now. But I was 190. Reaping, yeah, Reaping Flames. What about passives? I mean, like other essences. 3 times pistol, so triple pistol. 1 Brigand's Blitz and Battlefield Focus. So how much damage does Battlefield Focus do? Like, with your gear? Like a single tick. More or less, like extra. Привет, Dalaran, здорово, Vlad, здорово, здорово, дела, мой друг. How's it going, my man? How is it going? Mage fights are hella boring to watch LMA. You think so? I think fire mages, especially when they do like big damage, is pretty nice. Remains 2,800 at stake. That's not terrible. That's like 2,800 for every auto attack or everything, right? And you can burn through it pretty quickly. That could be pretty good. When you waited for 1 hour and to play live and Atherman kills, not like this. I'm sorry, Freaky. I'm sorry, man. But we gotta call it here, boys. It is that time. 7 p.m. I got food waiting for me. I got videos to edit, IRL things to catch up on. But thank you guys so much for coming by. Had ourselves a great fucking one. I am at a point where I'm starting to get hungry, dude. When I'm starting to get hungry, I got zero energy. I'm like that rogue from the last game. Zero energy, dude. I'm out of energy. I gotta go fill up, pop that IRL adrenaline rush so I can be full of energy, get some shit finished before I go take a nap. Actually, just fucking pass the fuck out at 4 in the morning like I have been doing every goddamn day. Let's be honest here. But thank you guys so much for coming by. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are fucking beautiful. EU. You guys are insane. Super enjoyable hanging out with all of you. Tomorrow is NA 5V5 1v1, so hopefully I'll see you guys there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. You guys have yourselves a wonderful fucking evening, and I'll see all you boys next stream. Alrighty, peace.